Hail and well met, weary travellers, and welcome back to the fireside. Find yourself a mug of ale and pull up a stool. It's time for another chapter of the Polyhedron Collider plays D&D. Tonight we have the Masters of Fate, and they are Andy Lewis as Arrakis the Sorcerer, Sid Gill as Cockwind the Rogue, Derek Neal as Imnek the Warlock, Adam Moran as Sylfina the Druid, and last but certainly not least, our malevolent DM Steve. So Steve, it's the new year, it's time for some new D&D. If you'd like to step into the torchlight and once again resume our story, we shall continue.
So, in the last session, you decided to infiltrate a fort which you'd been chasing the black ice to. So you'd found where the black ice was originated, set an avalanche down on top of it, and were then found that some orcs and ogres were mining it and taking it to this castle. So you've infiltrated it, found out that there is a bunch of orcs and ogres in this castle. Orcs were involved in a bear baiting a dwarf with some bears, and with basically one fireball and a couple of extra shots, you dispatched of quite literally the entire orc clan, and then continued infiltrating the castle, finding half ogres, and such like, and a rather gruesome chef and his latest concoction in the barracks.
Oh yes, I remember now.
We left with you investigating the North Towers and Cockwind slipping out using his magic slippers into the kind of dried up moat, where he stumbled across a tent which was marked with things like bones and carcasses and things like that outside, and to which a female half-orc just kind of gestured to him in and said, "Welcome." And that was more or less where we left off.
I hope you're packing.
Or is there 300-pound gorilla called Chuck sat in there?
I hope you're packing, sir.
Mate, I'm always packing. Right then. Is that where we're picking up then, Steve?
That is where that's where we left off last time. So Cockwind had disappeared into the tent, and then you guys had kind of just seen him scurry off from the arrow slits in the tower.
Should we let him die?
Well, I don't have any way of getting through this arrow slit to go help him.
Well, in that case, get out the popcorn, chaps.
Okay, so Cockwind, you were ushered into the tent and requested to take a seat, while the half-orc starts puts on a kettle and starts brewing up some kind of rather pungent-smelling tea. And she goes,
Oh, my
welcome.
Tea? Have you not got anything a bit more medicinal?
Do not
Peach
worry.
pipe.
This will have all the medicine you need, great hero.
Good.
It's
And,
all from Ukraine.
Yes. Generic Eastern European, yes.
On Sword Ghost. Tea with you.
big like ox. Right. I've completely lost where I am now.
You're going to get pumped by an Eastern
I'm
European
getting
orc.
pumped by Natalia here. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Right. Okay. Right. So, what's my surroundings, Steve? Well, I'm in the tent.
So
She's brewing up.
You're in the tent. It's a reasonably large tent, but it seems to be just for one person. There's a kind of a couch, kind of made up of like stuffed furs. There's a cot kind of made up as a bed, but there's all kinds of there's like a large cauldron in the middle where she's obviously brewing up this tea, and there's all kinds of just random shit everywhere, which is all kind of like dried herbs hanging from the ceiling of the tent.
Right.
You can see things have been kind of arcane symbols have been scrawled all over the floor and that kind of thing.
So I'm picturing myself as the Voodoo Lady Hut Monkey Island 2.
So if you're in that kind of vibe, but imagine it being colder because you're not in the Caribbean and a bit creepier.
Okay, all right.
A few less monkeys.
So okay. You seem, young lady, to know a lot about me. would you mind sharing a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I know a lot. I was expecting you. You
Not
and
a
your
lot of people
friends.
expect me. Why were you expecting me?
You have come to rescue me.
Have I?
Well, you and your friends, you have come to rescue and liberate the castle. And I shall go free.
But you already seem free. You're outside the walls.
No, I'm held prisoner by orcs to an extent. I'm not free to go.
Okay. Free to move around the castle, but not free to leave.
Well, free to move around the outside the castle. No orcs allowed inside castle.
And why would they keep a very skilled shaman, witch doctor, fill in the blanks, like yourself, locked or bound to the dry moat of this hellhole?
All orcs not allowed inside castle. Giants and ogres control inside. Much friction between ogres and orcs.
And who controls the ogres and the orcs?
Grenseldeck.
Grenseldeck. And who's Grenseldeck?
Grenseldeck, the hill giant chieftain.
Hmm.
She the cleverest hill giant around.
Oh,
She finishes ladling up this thing and hands you this like steaming cup of what you hope is nettle tea.
so I shall take it from her, have a little bit of a whiff, and I'm going to check my constitution before I tap on it. Yeah,
Probably sensible.
He's
we're
learning
not-
D&D, guys.
we're not looking too bad.
Quick, stop him! He's learning too much.
And I shall. I'll hold it for now.
Okay.
And continue talking to her. Do I recognize the herb of whatever this stuff is? Do I smell it? Do I understand what it is?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't smell familiar to you.
Okay, all right. Could do with that druid right about now, couldn't we? Right. Okay.
I do have +7 to medicine.
That's convenient.
Okay, so you were telling me about Grenso, and so what is his beef with
Her.
you?
Her name.
What is
Yes.
her beef with you?
She has brought ogre tribe and orc tribe together, and being giant, she is bully, so she can bully ogres and orcs.
Okay.
But she has kept ogres and orcs separate. They hate each other.
And what does she keep you around for? What if you haven't even given me your name?
Tar, I am Droja.
Drosha. Okay. And you practice some sort of witch doctorism?
I am priest of Zavras, but the orcs all think I have been touched by Grumsh. It's only a matter of time before they expect me to pluck out my eye. Do you know Grumsh, the orc god?
No, I am not that clever in the ways of the religions and the races of this land. Only my interests are more material, shall we say.
Yes,
I-
yes, of course. All orcs, they worship Grumsh, a one-eyed god. I have Grumsh as their priest. I have Grumsh plucks at their eye. In honor of Grumsh, I murdered previous Grumsh in sleep to help survive.
So you are expected to remove your eye.
Eventually, I'm hoping to get out of here before that happens. I quite like my eyes.
Very career-limiting move, I would say. Mind you, in an orc kingdom, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. So you have seen my arrival, or my team's arrival, in your.
Savra, she tells me, she gives me visions. She shows me you defeating Ice Witch. She shows me you sinking demon ship.
Ah.
And she
You
shows
are
me
very
you
well
coming.
And did you see my friend Arrakis fall out of a window on marble? Standout moment.
I did not see that. Savra's not shown me this.
Well, you will meet the red-headed, bodied thing shortly. Put some marbles down. You will be amused.
Remember, Arrakis can fly at this point, so it's less likely to happen.
But I digress. I think I'll taste a bit of this tea, Steve.
So it's not as unpleasant as it first thought, and it's actually quite refreshing and quite warming, of course, because it's minus everything up there in the mountains where you are.
Okay. Is it giving me extra Popeye powers or anything like
It's
that?
not giving you don't feel any magical, but you do feel it's kind of comforting, like a nice cup of tea on a cold day.
Okay. That was just good tea.
No
Georgia. Very good.
hallucinogenic effects or anything like that for our entertainment.
Very good tea. I think my friends, my fellow adventurers, would enjoy the tea and would be keen to talk with you.
Yes, this is true. Why are you alone? Why are you not with the rest of friends?
My rest of friends haven't are waiting in the tower. Some of them don't have the tools that I have to be able to come down to see you.
Or the inclination.
Or the inclination. Some are more. Some claim they are cleverer than me. Also.
Dad, no one as clever as you.
Wow, you haven't you. Wow, we shall see. We shall see when this tea starts kicking in. It'll all be going right shit. So I will ask them to join us.
Where are they up on tower at the moment?
They are up on tower.
Be careful.
Or you could join us in castle. We have cleared castle of orcs.
No.
Of orcs, yes.
Orcs, you have what? You have cleared orcs? You have killed General Classic?
Yes, he was in the way. Is he a friend of yours?
No, he is no friend of mine.
Excellent. In that case, they were all gone. There was a fireball. Lots of bad things happened.
Oh, did we matter? It won't be long before the rest of ogres find out you've killed orcs. Then.
Well, we have also killed many ogres and the hill giant, crazy chef man.
She shudders at her. Oh.
You know
You've
our
met
crazy
him.
chef man.
Yes, I do.
Yes, well, he's
disgusting. Mubs, they call him.
Mubs.
Vile creature. He's been corrupted by that ogre.
Oh, okay. Well, shall I ask them to come to us then?
I would be careful. There are ogres in tower to west.
To the west.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So she points towards this one here.
That tower that the boys are stood nearby. Okay.
Yeah. Be careful. They are at the top of tower. There is bell. If they ring bell, put ogres on alarm.
Okay.
Although we don't know any of this yet.
Perhaps what I will do is I will enjoy the rest of this cup of tea. I will rejoin my friends, and I will go and deal with this bell. And that will. Is there any other surprises around here that we might want to deal with before we talk further?
Well, there is usually giants in main tower castle, but they sleep a lot.
Okay.
I don't know where Pappy Gutterunch is at the moment.
Who?
Pappy Gutterunch, he is leader of ogres.
Okay. What does he look like?
A big fat ogre with markings, tattoos on belly. You cannot miss him.
£10 says we do.
And how many ogres do you think there are on top of the tower?
2 or 3.
2 or 3, okay. And you are expecting us to take you out of this fort once we leave?
If you would just say it's true, you have already killed orcs, yes? You have already killed General.
Yes.
Well, that is my main hindrance from leaving here on my own, but safe passage would be appreciated.
And where would you like safe passage to?
Away from here.
Okay. And
back to Mother Russia, I assume.
Mother Russia. And would you have anything to offer in return for this safe passage?
Here we go.
No.
Material or otherwise?
No, unfortunately not.
Services in kind.
You must have some wonderful potions, perhaps you could share with us. to
Well,
make us strong
maybe I
like
could.
ox.
Maybe I could heal you and help you.
That would be good.
have-
We always need healing and any help and favors. Favors are always good to have. It's agreed. What we'll do is we'll clear the castle and come back for you.
Good.
And before I go, is there any other useful information, thinking wider afield, that you feel that we should know about before we go ahead with this?
Are you bringing friends back here for talk first,
With tea and cake.
or are you heading back to friends now?
Well, I think I will head back to friends. And you seem very keen to meet my friends.
Well, I'm keen to get out of here, basically.
Okay.
Between demon worshipping ogres and orcs and depressed hell giants, I want to get out of here.
Is there anything in this fort that is worth us going further for?
I
Anything
would.
of real value?
There is dowry.
Oh, that sounds valuable.
Dowry, the Grenzel deck. She's proposed to other giants. She is collecting dowry.
That sounds very much like something I'd like to get my hands on.
I would also go check out. Go to the base of the church and chapel in West Tower.
Okay.
There is a ghost there. He will help you.
Oh, very handy. What's the name of the ghost?
And his
Casper.
name is Dadrus. Dadrus Spirit Forged, Dwarven Ghost.
Oh, dwarf. We like the dwarves. Okay, how can he help us?
He can offer safety. Orcs and ogres are scared of him.
Ah, okay. And okay. All right. Okay. Yes, I will finish my tea, and I will bow quite unnecessarily low, bit Ponzi-like, bit like Arrakis would, and I shall wander out of the tent.
Okay.
And carry on up the wall and rejoin the boys in the tower.
Well, you took
And
your
Nick will sort of-
time.
Imnek will see him coming this way and sort of turn to the other two and says, "Well, he's not dead. So I guess that bets off."
More's the pity. Where the bloody hell have you been?
I've been drinking tea, my good man.
Well, I'm glad someone's enjoying themselves.
Bloody good tea it was too. I haven't sprouted a tail or anything, have I?
No.
Oh, that's all right then.
What have you been doing,
Well, she's a very interesting young lady.
lady?
She's been following our adventures very keenly, almost worryingly keenly. And well, she knows all about what we've been up to with sinking boats and killing ice witches. And she's very pleased. with
She
our-
knows all about me then. Excellent.
Wow. Yes, I did mention you. I mentioned your marbles. She hadn't seen that.
Well, it's not an incident worth recording in history.
No.
The destruction of a witch and the burning of a boat, however, both of my responsibilities, clearly very, very important.
Very important indeed. And but cutting to the point, she's looking for some safe passage out of here. Now we've already done her a solid by taking those orc dudes out.
Again, you're welcome.
Yes, I did tell her about your fireball, and she was very pleased. And she's
Most ladies are
so
impressed by the size of my balls, yes.
I've somewhat agreed to helping her out. I hope that
Very
wasn't too far astray with you boys. It seems that she's on her way. She's kind of going our way once we're finishing up in here. She was full of some very good information.
In what sense?
Well,
Help her.
help her? Oh, she just wants to be able to leave the castle.
Ah,
And
well, I
that's
imagine
about
we've
it.
made that job considerably easier for her.
we've more or
Is
less
she-
done the job now.
Is she unable to find the door or something?
Well, she was held here basically by the orc general who we burnt a bit, and this
Many other
hill
things.
giant. That seems to
Sorry,
be
what?
the
Hill
there's a hill
giant?
yeah, right. Okay, so this fort is captained by a woman, in fact. Grensel. And she's a hill giant. She's cleverest of the lot, apparently. Leads the fort. She has
I can't
somehow.
imagine a competition's particularly strong in that department,
Well,
but anyway.
yeah, I think you could be right there. But apparently, she has somehow managed to bring orcs and giants together into a single fighting force.
Well, that can't be good.
Well,
I'd
doesn't
imagine
sound
that's
very good.
not hard for a hill giant. I mean, just loom over the ogres and they probably
Yeah,
do what you tell them.
Mm.
bit of intimidation. She is a bit of a serious bully, but we don't. Georgia didn't seem to know what. That was the chief, the shaman witch doctor lass. Didn't seem to know what she was up to or why. But you know that big fat chef guy that you somebody took a chunk out of.
Yes.
He's called Mobs, and he was a bit of an odd one. So something's going on here.
Yes.
And
Demon worshipping ogres is a concern.
yes, and she seems to be on the path towards becoming Grosht, the orc god, the one-eyed orc god. So she's
Grump.
keen not to remove her eye. Yeah.
Hmm.
But in the meantime, some more tactical information. This tower over to the west here.
The
There are a
one I was
couple
about to enter.
In
You're
full
almost
view of the
heading
ogres in the courtyard, yes.
They
Yeah.
had
Sounds like
crossed my
you.
mind, yes.
So in this tower to the west, there's two things. On the top of it, there's an alarm bell,
Hmm.
and it's guarded by
Gargle.
a couple of 2 or 3 ogres. But on the ground floor of said tower, there is a ghost of a dwarf who apparently scares the shite out of all the ogres and orcs.
Sounds
So
like he could be useful.
well be very handy man to have around.
Indeed.
And as for the rest of it, well, apparently there's a truckload of dowry floating around this castle. If we want to be reimbursed for our endeavours.
And why wouldn't we?
Absolutely. So there's a dowry for Grensel, which I think will help ease our passage as we travel around. But also, I think we may find around about where Grensel is, what the fuck is going on around here? If I'm honest. So there we have it.
Well, we have two options then. Either we run in guns blazing, or we send in Cockwind to try and find this ghost. I'll just stare at you.
I'm still buzzing from the tea, so I'm just sort of ignoring him.
Glance at Imnek.
I think, well, we're not going to be able to approach the tower without being spotted by the ogres in the courtyard, but I don't know if we fought
Right.
them.
You look at it, keeping an eye on the ogres in the courtyard. You can see that they are a little bit distracted at the moment, as they appear to be torturing an orc.
Oh,
Lovely.
we sneak past then.
You can certainly try.
And that's where it starts to go wrong. Fuck it, why not?
Well, hang on. I'm thinking that
If you run across
I was gonna
this
I can
wall,
stealth across this wall.
yeah,
I'm
like you can run
wondering
along the
whether-
side of it, can't you? On the outside, so you can
yeah,
see.
I can be completely out of the way. I'm just wondering whether I should drop down to the ground floor, which is a chapel, and meet this ghost man.
Agreed.
Yes. If you were able to.
Okay, no, I can do that. I can go back down the way I went to see Droja, and I can look for another way in on the ground floor of this chapel, or a window, or some other means.
So your ground floor is the bottom one. You can see the only so the bottom map, which you can't see
Excuse me.
at the moment.
Right then.
But you can see from it looks like there may be an entrance kind of about here-ish. Actually, in fact, you can just make out these are kind of like arches leading into a doorway of some description on the ground floor.
So just in the courtyard.
Yeah.
Nothing on the outside, no windows or anything.
Not to the appears to the ground floor. You can see there's a door here leading to the second floor. The floor which everyone's on at the moment. So first floor, sorry, being very American, on the battlements.
Okay. Is there any arrows
and you can
windows along this?
Yeah, on that wall you can't see anything, but above you can see it's like the actual top of a tower, and there's like a bell tower ahead. You can just make out figures at the top of this bell tower.
Okay, can I make out how many figures?
Make a perception check.
Shit. No.
No.
You guys be
Can't
fucking better with
make out at all.
Fucking short-sighted thieving shitbag. This guy.
It's too dark at the moment, and you don't have any kind of infravision or anything like that. So,
Can we try and see what's up there? Some of us who can see in the dark.
Go on then.
Perception isn't great, but we'll give it a go. No,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
It's a good thing I have it favoured, isn't it?
Arrakis can't make out whether there's 3 or 20 of them up there. But Sylfina kind of looks up and looks just at the movement, and Imnek agrees that there's probably 3 ogres. Well, they don't look like full ogres. They look like the ones you've seen in the other towers. So there's half ogres.
Yeah.
Ah, wussies.
Okay. Can I see a way to get up to the bell without being spotted? Like up the front.
There's no. Yeah, well, to be fair, they're keeping an eye on the courtyard, and they seem to be looking down at the moat. But yeah, because of your slippers, you could probably climb up the outside wall underneath their eyes.
So I'm going to turn to the guys and go, how about I go and steal the striker out of that bell?
Don't just steal the entire bell.
Wow.
I think it would be easier to take the striker. That would be a good idea.
I just look at Arrakis going, just look at the size of me. Bell, chuffing big thing.
Also, I was sort of thinking as he tries to walk away, clang, clong, cling, clang.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just offering the man a challenge.
I'm going.
Well, it's a stretch goal.
I'll take that. Right. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to do what we've just said. I'm going to put my slippers on and I'm going to shimmy up the front of the tower. But I'm going to get to the top and have a good look around before I go anywhere.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it stealthily.
Make yourself a stealth check then. Yep. Okay, so if you go to the top map on the screen of the 3, just to make things just more confusing, let's do
one piece of map we haven't revealed at all.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
All right.
It is just the other maps, but with some variation on it. And yes, you can see that there is the kind of battlement at this of the tower.
Yep.
And in the center of this is this ginormous bell, and 3 half ogres are kind of like patrolling and keeping an eye. They're all armed with crossbows, keeping an eye on what's going on. They seem more vigilant than the ones you've seen earlier.
All right. So, based on my skills and experience, do I think I could get to the bell and actually do something to it without getting caught? Are they distracted enough?
They don't appear to be watching anything that's coming up the stairs, such like they are keeping an eye out over the battlements.
Okay, so this towery thing here, does that go higher?
No, that's steps leading down.
Steps leading down. Okay, so I'm stood on the sort of the side. This is like a rampart
to the ghost.
So this is open to the air. This
Yeah.
bit. So I can stand here without really being seen by them.
Yes.
Okay.
Presumably those
Especially
steps
if
go down to the ghost.
I'm assuming so. Or more ogres.
One way to find out.
Well, shall I do what I came here to do first? Think I should. Right, okay, so what do you want from me, Steve? A sleight of hand or something like
What is it? Explain what you're going to do,
that?
or
Okay,
what you're
so
going to attempt. Sorry.
I am going to chance my luck, and I'm going to cheese it across this little gap to the the big ball thing that's inside the bell.
Yeah, the clapper.
The clapper, thank you very much. And I am going to remove it such that I make that bell not have a lot of use.
Okay, so it's a large bell, and the clapper is like dangling down with a rope underneath, so you can grab the rope and jangle
right.
it.
So they couldn't actually reach the bell if the rope wasn't there.
If you can imagine, yeah, the bell's above them a little way, so they might be able to reach it and hit it with a weapon, for instance, but you won't get the same effect as if you're banging it with a clapper.
All right.
So this is dangling down a rope, so you'd have to grab the rope and kind of like jingle it back and forth.
All right. Okay.
It does mean that the clapper is kind of quite high above you.
Right. Okay.
So you'd probably have to climb up the rope a short way and then cut it.
Right. Okay. Slightly different plan. How big is the bell? Would a couple of ogres fit underneath it?
It'd easily fit one ogre underneath it. If you can see on the map, it's the kind of pinkish thing.
Oh, it's that side. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so that's the entire bell. Yeah, it is like a huge bell tower, like as if you would expect on top of a church or something.
Like the Liberty Bell in where it is, Philadelphia or whatever it is in there.
Okay, I'm with you now. Right. Okay. Well, I think having now seen the lay of the land, I'm going to change my plan, and I'm going to go. I'm going to
Speak to the
investigate
ghost.
down the stairs. I can't tell the other guys I'm doing this because they think I'm on my.
We're just
bell.
sitting around having a smoke, mate. You carry on.
I'm going to.
Getting a welcome break.
I'm going to listen for any noise down the stairwell
Okay.
or indications of other people downstairs.
You make a perception check.
Oh, cock. Oh, that's better.
You can hear no noise coming from down the spiral staircase.
Right, let's get down the steps then.
Okay,
That's
so
where I'm going.
if you go to the map below where everyone else is. So you are here, and you can see a door leading in. And so the steps need to go down one set of, only go one flight. So you're on the same floor now as the other guys on the battlements.
Okay, and the door. So there's a door here. Can I peep through the keyhole or listen for anything outside the door?
Can do. And you don't notice anything coming from the other side.
Okay, so I'm going to creak the door open gently. Be constantly vigilant.
So what you see is what could have been like an old barracks.
Okay.
There's lots of decrepit old rotten bunks, and there's tracks in the dust. Most of the room is full of dust, but you can see tracks leading between basically the three doors in the room. But other than that, there's no sign of anyone actually using this room.
Okay. Can I tell anything about the tracks? Are they human, orc, ghosty?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm better at that.
So they all appear to be ogre or half ogre, from what you can determine.
Okay, so it suggests that there's patrolling or something happening through. This is a thoroughfare.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dust is like thick in the rest of the room.
Okay. Is there anything else of interest in the restrooms? Are all just manky old beds? And...
It's manky old shit, basically.
Okay. So I'm going to head across to this door here, and I'm going to. Is it open inwards? I presume this door.
Which one? Where? Sorry.
This one here.
I'm not getting a. Oh, that one. That opens. Yeah, opens inwards.
Okay, so I'm going to creak that open, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'll see the boys across the landing, as it were.
Yeah, you can see them. You can see them by this door, keeping an eye
Okay.
out for you.
So I'm going to gesture wildly about the bell. Not happening. Bad. And I'm just going to sort of make a big fuss about not
I'm going to
letting the
totally
bell
ignore
thing.
him.
I'm hoping that they sense the fact that I'm now in this room, that it's clear as far as this part of the castle.
Yeah, you can see Cockwind stick his head out the door and make some kind of a
That's it. That's better.
semaphore.
It's a
kind of-
movie, 2 words.
And so I'm
Is
also
he gesturing for us to come join him?
not yet. I haven't, because I haven't got anywhere to go from where I am at the moment. Because we can't get down
Oh,
into
dear.
the university, can we? Or at least if you guys come across, you're not going to find much unless you want to go for the
Well,
tactical
presumably
guys on the
the
farm.
ghosty is through this door here.
He's down here, I think.
Possibly.
He was in the base of. He was in the
Ah,
chapel,
yes.
which
Yeah.
was in the base of that
Okay.
tower. So, can I
Sounds
check
like we have some orcs to
the-
kill.
sort of distractibility of these ogres here?
They seem to be enjoying themselves, basically having fun with this orc.
Right. So they have no interest in what's going on in
They
this
have-
sort of area here.
No, not at all.
Right. Okay.
Good. I'll scamper across.
Okay, make a stealth check
Oh shit!
with advantage.
It's all fine, don't worry.
Don't fuck it up, Andy.
Oh.
You fucked it up.
It's above average. It's all right.
I am amazing.
Ha!
Oh yeah, you've stealthed that across that little gap.
Are you going as well? Are you, Imnek?
I mean, I guess once he's sort of going, we might as well all go.
I
Have you
was
got
gonna
metal
look-
armor, Imnek?
Sorry?
You got big armor.
Yeah, but so it'll be a straight roll.
Yeah, I was
With
going to
the
say
advantage.
you'll lose your advantage. Yeah.
I was gonna
Well-
look at. I'm gonna look at Arrakis and going, "What the fuck are you doing over here? There's
Something
nowhere to go."
So
Yeah.
I at least remember to at least crouch down and make myself a little smaller than Arrakis.
Try to cross.
Sort of holding down the bits of plate as you sort of shuffle.
Yeah.
There's no sign that the ogres have noticed you
Thank God for that.
moving across.
Hold on, Junior. Step aside. There's a door here. What are you talking about?
Yes, that door won't help us go down, will it? You smart arse.
Well, there's nowhere else to go.
There's 3 fucking ogres on the roof. You're clattering and banging across the gap there.
Well, let's make it no ogres on the roof.
Just chill out. Let's go and find our ghosty chum. I'm going to find our ghosty chum, and then we'll go and take the ogres out.
Okay, fine. I would
Right.
take a seat, but I'll probably catch something.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that stuff, man. So this door here, Captain. What's it looking like through that? Is there any baddies I can hear or look through the keyhole?
So that just leads out onto this set of battlements here, and there's nothing on that battlement. The only
Alright.
things around here are these again the ogres having
Okay,
great
and
fun and tearing limbs off this orc.
Okay, and presumably this side of the battlements here is solid wall, so I could walk down it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I can't
I'm
imagine
gonna
we
do
have too much
that.
longer. This
Um,
orc isn't going to stay whole for long.
I
So
suggest
just here is a set of double doors on the ground floor leading into the bottom level of the tower.
And do they look like sort of church doors, sort of big thick oak, that sort of monastic
yeah,
sort of look?
There's like a board being nailed across them to keep them shut. And
Oh,
can
God.
you read orc or giant?
Not me, no.
No, there's something scrawled across it in 2 different languages.
Okay, I'm going to
I
bet it's
infer that it
curse.
says ghosty.
Imnek can read giant, but I'm not there.
Shout
Ah.
it up! You're right.
Well, given that these
Okay,
guys are
alright.
completely distracted and we're riding a wave of stealth, I'm going to sort of try and remember what I'm looking at.
Oh.
You have anything you can write on?
Imnek stick his
No.
head round and try and have a look without.
So I'm going to come back
too
up
obvious.
and I'm going to try and explain what I've just seen by drawing it in
Drawing
the
it.
dust.
Yeah.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Oh dear.
Which one's that? Hang on. Fuck is it? That one.
So Cockwind scrolls this thing in the dust.
You're writing what about my mother?
It's just what I remember.
And it looks like he says in giant script, keep oof, vengeful sprot inside.
Okay.
Is he like a policeman from Hello Hello?
You think he may have conjugated his verb wrong?
Was he pissing by the door?
I said group in.
What I heard is shit.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
Hello, it's fucking awesome. Right,
Yeah.
okay. So based on that, I'm going to infer that it says beware the ghosty, and as we are quite keen to meet said ghosty, I'm going to head back down, and I'm going to use my crowbar to remove the board.
Okay. You very gently ease the crowbar off the board.
That's it. And I
Off the
shall
board, off the door.
slip myself into the chapel.
I'm just gonna grab a
Okay.
drink.
So the ground floor of the chapel is on the ground floor map, which is here.
Oh, okay. Right.
Just in the message of Ben.
What's he saying?
There's a painting on the wall of the column with our big boobies.
A row of salamis.
All you need to do now is discover Gruber's little tank, and then you're done.
Gruber's little tank. That flamboyant Italian fella.
So yes,
okay.
you find basically what is there's like is a chapel. There's faded paint on that's peeling off the walls, but which would have been like a grand chapel at some point. There's several sturdy dwarf-sized pews facing an altar, which is basically a decorative anvil, and the whole room is decorated with a symbol of an anvil with a flame on top.
Okay, I am going to not shout, but with reasonable sort of quiet indoor quiet voices. I'm going to call for Dadras Spirit Forge, and Dadras, we are friends. Come forth.
You hear this kind of disembodied voice from behind you. It's certainly no orc.
Damn straight we're no orcs. So, I've been told that you might be looking for a little bit of fun with our orcs and ogre residents.
You turn around, and behind you is this kind of non-corporeal form of a dwarf in like cleric's robes, like ceremonial robes, again emblazoned with this symbol of an anvil on fire.
I will take a little bit of a step back. I'm not that comfortable with the sort of the mumbo jumbo of the spirit world. And I'll just sort of carry on. I'll sort of stammer a bit. I was speaking to Droja. She said that you might be able to help us.
Aye. What is it you want?
We'd like to help clear up your castle, fort, whatever it is.
That's a very fine question you're looking at.
Well, there's always.
He says he's looking at you with a bit of mistrust at this point. He doesn't look entirely convinced.
So
Because he's on his own talking to one halfling.
He wants to lend money to a halfling.
I think I would. I'm going to drop. I'm going to name drop old Stokely. What the bloody hell was Stokely's second name? It's written down somewhere.
Stokely, was it Silverhelm or something?
Silver something, isn't it? Stokely.
Silverstream?
Silverstream. So I'll say, I can see that doubt in your eyes, Dadris, but we are friends of the dwarfs. Stokely Silverstream will vouch for me.
And where may ye be finding Stokely? I
We-
see ye carry a dwarven crossbow on ye.
I carry Squawk. I traded this with Stokely Silverstream when I found a dwarven axe
I do not
in
know
a
this
dragon's
dwarf.
hoard.
Which clan does he belong to?
Fuck course. Probably not writing that shit down.
Them over there in the valley.
He's a leader of the valley. He's got a crown emblem. So I'm just gonna drop all that. He's minted. He's got lots of furs, and he's got a crown emblem, and they call him King.
It's been many a decade since I were last around. Speak ye of the Dwarven Valley in Icewind Dale?
That's the ones. That's the ones. They have. We went to their great halls. That is where I got Squawk.
Yeah, certainly no orc and no ogre. And
Nope.
certainly no giant.
Nope. No friends of mine.
So what brings ye to this cursed place?
We were wandering. We were on the trail of the black ice.
Even as a ghost, you kind of see him kind of become unsettled at the mention of the black ice. And he kind of wisps in and out of kind of corporealness at that point and kind of goes into like a cloud and then kind of reforms. This entire dwarven clan was cursed by that stuff.
We've seen it. We've seen its damage firsthand. We helped Silverstream's own, saved him from this stuff, as well as many more. We crushed the Ice Witch, who tried to take control with what's his name? Kessler. What's his name?
Kessel? Akar Kessel.
Great Ekar Kessel. Put him down as well.
Maybe ye can help then. Maybe you can lift the curse on this castle.
We can try. Would that set you free from this cursed place? Join your fellow dwarves in where do dwarves go to die?
The ground.
Not Valhalla, is it? I'm mixing your mythology here.
The meat hall somewhere.
The Mithra halls of your fathers.
If ye could help, I would gladly prove ye assistance to ye. It is indeed, if you could clear the curse from these wretched place, I'm sure I could rest.
Very good. My friends and I are slowly clearing the castle of orcs and ogres as we go. We've killed many so far. We have cleared the front gates. The orc general is gone. We are now slowly just working into the castle, and we could do with some help if you would wish to join our merry band.
Unfortunately, I am
quite handy.
My energy, form, what have you, is restricted to this place. The only place Moradin's light still guides.
Okay. So when you say this place, are you bound to the chapel alone?
He nods at you. Aye.
So if we brought some friends to you...
Indeed. The orcs, the ogres are afraid of this place, and rightly they should be, for Moradin will banish them and cast them out.
Okay.
If you require rest or refuge, then this is the place to come.
Okay, and if the orcs or the ogres come in here, you can smite them?
They are afraid to come in here.
So you can provide a sanctuary, but no more.
No more, unfortunately. My abilities do not spread beyond here.
Okay, the sanctuary is welcome respite. Can you offer us intelligence on the castle that may aid us in...
I can see much of what goes on in this castle. What would you like to know?
Is there any passageways or secret ways that we could get straight to Grensel, or is there ways for us to help tip the scales in our favor with the number of enemies we face?
I believe you've already dispatched the orcs.
The orcs are gone.
If you could dispatch either Grensel Deck or the demon worshipping ogre.
I'm really struggling not to remember her name is Pencil Dick.
Or the demon worshipping, I'm sure the rest of the castle will fall. However, I ask, think much further. There is an evil spirit that haunts this place,
Now you're
powered
talking.
by the black ice. Bring his remains here and destroy them upon Moradin's altar, and that will lift the curse of this God's forsaken place.
What's his name? It's not Pelidor, is it?
What's this evil spirit called?
It is unfortunately, one of my clansmen, Thick Stoutail.
Thick Stoutail.
He was the first to be corrupted by the Black Ice. Was brought here many moons ago.
And where does he? Is he bound like you
I
are?
don't know. I don't know where his bodies are. He's not as in control as I am. It's more of a lingering curse.
But he still walks this castle somewhere.
Yes.
And is there a way for us to, how do you say, coax him out?
As I said, if you can find his bones and bring them here, that should remove any effect he has in the place.
Okay. Okay. Is there any passageways or secret tunnels that you
There is a
can help us?
passageway on the south wall that leads outside into the dry moat. But I believe that's how you entered this castle.
We did. We found that one.
Unfortunately, there were no other secrets. There was once a passageway into the dwarven catacombs below, but that was long bricked up by dwarven master craftsmen. And you'd be
We will
lucky
not
to
be
find
able
them
to
ever
do that
again.
work. And where does Grensel Duck spend her time?
Grensel Deck is at the top of the southern tower. There she currently is bound in the throes of melancholy, which I believe is part of Thayak's curse.
Oh, okay. So she's suffering in some way. Okay.
I believe that Thayak's curse is actually an assistance at the moment. It means that the Doggers and Orcs have been on edge for some time.
Okay. All right. Are you able to give us any more information about Theak in this?
Only the history.
Where was his quarters? Anything like that?
I think there are remnants of him at the base of the southern tower, but I feel as if that's not all.
Ah, he was split up, separated. His bones were separated.
I believe the ogre has.
Hang on a minute. They're not in like 4 separate caskets that you have to put the bones together again and form a lineage. Because that would be bad.
All I can tell you is Theak turned to cannibalism at the last hours, and it's his cannibalism which drives these ogres at the moment. It's what drew the ogres here.
So that's the part of the curse.
You
I
may have
assume
already
that we can't hear any of this.
Oh no, because you're in the room above. You might be able to hear the kind of like go through the floorboards, but that's about
on the
it.
ceiling.
Okay.
Hurry up, for
So-
goodness sake.
I think I will thank the Dadrus, and I will. What am I going to say? We will do our best to bring Theik to you, so you can let him rest. But first we must try and clear Grenzel and her invaders from your halls.
Thank you.
And with
Kind
that,
halfling.
I shall head back up and basically fill everyone else in on what's just kicked off. What I've just found out, basically. But I'll assume you get it anyway. Yeah.
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 I'll go through it again.
Yes.
No, I want to hear the whole thing.
Oh no, man, I'm not going through that. So summing at the end, Dadrus can't help us take on the ghosts, but he can
But
offer
it is
us
a
a
sanctuary.
safe place.
So if we jump into the courtyard, say boo, and then run into the church area, that'll shit them up a bit.
That's the most Arrakis thing I've ever heard of. I think.
As they've had warning signs up on the place for some time, I guess they probably won't follow you in.
I was going to say I don't think they'll come in, mate.
I'm not suggesting they will. That's the point.
I don't think they will.
No, I know. That's the point. I don't want them to. But they see us going in there free-willed without attack. We have sanctuary, and therefore they see us as powerful.
Let's keep that idea on the back burner for now.
Fine.
I don't think trapping ourselves in a chapel where there's no other way out of is going to particularly help us. Not quite yet, anyway. A time may come.
Squawk and a few firebolts will probably do the job.
But for now, I think our choices are to
Bundle
quickly
across the
and
battlements.
quietly take out 3 guys on the tower top on the
Mhm.
roof of this tower.
Mm,
Take out that danger,
Yeah.
and then we've got Grenzel in the south tower. It feels like the next place to sort of head towards once we've silenced our issues on this tower.
agree.
Yes.
Right then, let's get to it.
I think if you are unable to silence the bell yourself, perhaps the easiest option would just be for me to stand underneath it and block them from even reaching the rope.
Good. I think perhaps if we can surprise them like we have the others, maybe we can take them down before they even know we're there.
I could just burn the rope.
You might struggle to hit it, but that is another option.
Hitting it is not the problem.
Well, I could shimmy up the rope and hang on it and act like a muffler.
You might have quite the headache afterwards. But it's a plan.
Let's do it.
He hides in the bell and just pops up and down.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we use that as my hiding place and then just peek out with a crossbow every now
Genius.
and then. So that's what I'm going for, and hopefully that'll keep the bell quiet. I mean, I can try wrapping some. I've got some hemp and rope and various bits and pieces, and maybe I can use part of my cloak to sort of, try and if it did all go wrong, to at least make the bell not as loud as it should be.
Or we just charge up there and murder them.
I think we can do both.
It's worked for us before.
Exactly.
Yeah, this time there are 3, and
They seem to be very heresy on edges, though.
if they are fast enough or fast thinking enough, which is no guarantee, one of them might still go for the signal
Can we
bell.
push them off? Do you reckon with a bit of a charge you could shove them off, or at least
Tidal wave them off?
I think they're
but don't drop
far
into the
larger than
courtyard,
even
eh?
me.
Yes, I do.
Is it Thunderwave time, Andy?
No,
I suspect
no,
That will defeat the object of silencing the bell, I suspect.
Whilst I appreciate your candor, I suspect that may be defeating the point. I mean, it'd be worth a laugh.
It would be very funny.
Let's do it.
Right, you decided what you're doing, boys?
Back to reality, gentlemen.
Yes.
Let's go up. Let's go up. I'm just going to slowly start to creep up the stairs.
So I'm gonna push past them and just knock him back a step or two and just move in stealthily and do what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you make a stealth check, Sid?
Yes, he can.
So that should put me
So-
on the bell, inside the bell.
So you've got up to the bell, grab the rope, and shimmied up so you're around the clapper.
That's me.
Right.
I'm in the bell with
Okay.
just so I can pop out and loose bolts as and when I need to.
So at this point, we want them to ring the bell just for a laugh.
Yes.
You're no friend of mine, Arrakis.
Correct.
You finally worked it out.
Right. I suppose we should go up there and see what happens.
Mm.
I'm
So what are you
surprised.
guys doing?
I'm going to try and stealth up there a little bit.
Okay, stealth check, please.
No.
I guess I'll attempt the same. I guess.
I guess Imnek will just charge across and start hitting stuff. With both stealth rolls.
Right. Well,
Okay.
the sorcerer and the
Well,
druid are basically going to fuck it up.
So yes, the sorcerer and the druid have tried to sneak up stealthily and have failed, and the warlock has not been trying to be stealthy and has probably been quieter.
Yeah.
So
I
roll
just
for
bull through the
initiative.
two of them.
Where's my bloody token? What did I do with it? Oh, there you
In fact, just for a giggle, I'm going to see what I roll with disadvantage for stealth. Not that I was trying to stealth. Yes, I beat them.
Yep. All right, it's Arrakis.
I'm there. I've moved.
Yeah, initiative.
Oh, my apologies.
I take it that's humped our surprise round, doesn't it?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
However,
I might pretend. to
you
be
guys
funny.
still have the advantage. You still have the initiative.
We did somehow.
So, Sylfina, you've
Oh,
managed to.
How did I manage to go first? What?
By being the crafty, sneaky elf.
Using
How
your
did I get
elfin
initiative?
dexterity.
Also, what is this? Or was it? No, I was looking at Arrakis' roll. God, I wasn't prepared to go first. Shit. Unfortunately, Sid's also right in the middle of where I'd be casting most of my area of effect spells.
Oh no, I'm in the bell though. Don't worry about me.
Never
Yeah, but the
mind.
problem is you would still be in the area.
Oh yeah, of course you've got the area effect ones, aren't you?
There are
Yeah.
always casualties in war, Sylfina.
I prefer them not to be my allies, though. It tends to be disadvantageous. I guess I'll just.
Break out the flaming sword and kick some ass.
Funny you should say that. I was just checking how. Watch it. An action still. So actually, no. I will activate my wild shape for the 24 bonus temporary hit points, and then flame blade, I believe, is a bonus action.
If it is, I think.
Where is it?
Ooh, Dimension Door. That could be a laugh.
Yes, it is. Okay.
I forgot.
I'll cast that as well. I have cast it, but I used all my actions, so I can't actually get to any of them at the moment.
Okay.
I'm not going to actually click because that means it just starts calculating damage.
So it's Flame Strike. Casting the spell is an action, and you've got to attack on your other turns, have you?
Yeah, it's all, you cast the spell, and then you can use your action to make a melee attack with it.
Okay, but you've used it to boost your hit points.
Yeah, and what
Got you.
the various other effects of the Halo of Spores fucking wild shape improvement.
Okay. You'll have to keep on point as to what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cockwind.
Okay, I'm going to peek out and
Is Sylvanas going to move?
Oh, I assume I can get past you guys.
Do you
In
think?
which case, I'll move.
Yeah, you got to be close to do your Halo Sports thing.
Yeah. I'm trying not to block you off as well, though, is the thing.
Okay.
So if I move there. No, I don't think I can see him from there.
Yeah, should be fine.
There should be okay, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll use my Halo Spores, which is a 15 DC con save. Otherwise, they will take 2d6 damage.
So it just instantly affects every enemy around you, does it?
No, sorry, it's targeting this guy.
So which guy, sorry?
The top left.
Yeah, top left.
Okay. So what was it? You need to do a con save, was it?
Technically, you need to do it at the start of his
Well,
turn for the reaction. But
Oh, right. Okay.
it might not matter in this case.
No, it just says I use my reaction on my turn.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
But he's passed, so.
Right. Okay. Cockwind.
Okay. So I think I've got advantage. How tough do these guys look? Why?
You fought them before. They're not as hard. From what your experience is, they're not as hard to fight as a full-on ogre, but they're harder than an orc.
Okay, so I think, and you've done a halo of spores. Did you say, Adam?
It hasn't done anything.
I haven't done anything. Okay.
No, it's basically I can use my reaction my turn to attempt to deal damage to things within 10 feet of me.
Okay, so you are likely to damage this at some point.
Yes.
Okay, and is it a strong spell? Or is it?
It's 2d6 damage at the moment.
Okay, right. I'll focus on fire on this guy.
It's bonus damage, basically.
Okay, yeah, I'll focus on fire on this guy. And crossbow him.
Okay, you'll get advantage because you managed to make a stealth check.
Oh well, that should do the job.
That's a crit. Yep. So you roll 66.
Okay, oh, hang on, that's one. Shit, hang on. I gotta make. It is a bloody thing, right? 5, 6.
You're on 21 at the moment.
Jesus.
So that's 44 points of damage. And how many hit points do these buggers have? Yeah, basically a
Nice.
And I
one-shotted him.
think I've got my bonus action to try and hide again.
Yep, make another stealth check.
Sorry, but yeah, take the first one.
Yep. So basically, you shimmy down the rope a little bit. Dunk. And he falls off the battlement into the moat. Shimmy back up the rope before these two guys have even turned around.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. And a cheeky wink to the boys as I shimmy as well.
We don't see you.
All you see is the rope shake slightly.
Yeah.
Imnek.
Okay, so I'm going to move to there and then to there behind this half ogre. My hex lasts for 8 hours, so it is still going. So I will use my bonus action to hex this individual.
Okay.
And then I will just unleash some attacks with my sword. I don't know if he's sort of probably in the process of turning round.
To be fair, at the moment, it isn't even their initiative, so they haven't got a fucking clue what's going on at this point.
Okay. Just calmly rush up behind him and slash.
Okay, so that's a 15. That's a hit.
Okay.
12 slashing damage plus 6 plus 1. So that's 19 damage, yep.
19 and then 13 for the second attack.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the two attacks. Blimey, so that's...
That's what it is, right, okay, yeah. 15 and 26, 2 attacks.
Sorry, I did them in slightly odd order, but yeah.
So 13 plus 6 and then 12 plus 1, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, so 19, 29, 32.
You basically just walk up to him and 2 swipes of your sword just take him out. Arrakis.
I'm not really sure I'm needed here, to be brutally honest with you. Well, I suppose I'll just saunter up and wander round to here and chuck a firebolt in his general direction. How far was that? That was 1, 2, 3 squares. So I can sort of saunter up, chuck one at him, and then saunter back again. We'll take this easy. We'll give him a chance, you know. Or maybe not.
Okay, good crit, yeah.
It's heavily burns him, but it doesn't. It's not enough to take him down, unfortunately.
That'll do.
Right. So he didn't notice. He didn't notice Cockwind taking out his pal in this corner. Didn't notice Imnek taking out his pal in this corner. But being hit in the back with a small firebolt. Well, a small firebolt, a quite large
That's
firebolt.
rude.
Gets his attention. He notices what's going on and makes a dash for the bell. Grabs it and starts ringing it.
Ah, shit. It's not quiet, though.
Arrakis can't help but laugh.
Oh no, you're out of range. No.
Can Sid make a strength athletics check?
Strength athletics. Oh,
That's to hold on to the. He's bashing this thing, so it's he doesn't know you're there at this point. He just knows it's heavier than normal.
okay. Oh god.
Oh.
Does he get a massive concussion?
Yeah, he takes. You take 1d6 of damage.
Okay.
So you take 4 hit points of damage as your head and body is bashed against the inside of this bell. And rather than making the loud clang you're expected, just kind of go boom, 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 boom. And he's like, ooh. And as you fall off you lose your grip on the rope and fall to the floor at his knees.
I just look up going, hello. Oh no, I'm actually dizzy, haven't I? So I'm probably
you go smack onto the floor and he looks at you down and like, what? Sylfina, your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with Flame Blade.
Nice.
Good one.
After I've softened him up.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
assume
just
he's
at level
not,
2.
I assume he's not alerted the rest of the castle.
And then I have to roll.
No,
another
it's
6 for-
dulled it enough that it doesn't appear to have done anything. So you do 13.5 damage.
I need
Yes,
to.
there's-
No, I need to do another 1d6 of poison, but if that's not going to matter, I won't bother rolling.
yeah, that's enough to kill him.
Nice one.
Hooray!
Nice.
Well played, boys.
Yes.
Just look down at Cockwind crying on the floor.
Somebody scrape me up off the floor and carry me for a bit, because I can't see
I'll
straight.
tap him with my foot. Get up.
Imnek will go over and pick him up and dust him off a bit.
Slap him about a bit. Come on. Wake up.
I might go and see Droja for some more of that tea. Oh man. Okay.
Right, I will.
Are there little like
reveal.
stars and shooting birds like rotating around the top of his head at this point?
It can be arranged.
Oh, this isn't working.
Excellent.
Right, so you get a better view of this tower now. So I don't know how clear that is because I'm trying not to reveal things of the rooms underneath.
Aww.
But basically, what you can see there's a door you already knew about leading into the tower there. But you can also see on the same level that you're at, there's another parapet for this large tower, and there's a double doors leading into the tower there.
Okay.
So that's on the same level that we're on.
Yeah, so the second floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Could I fashion a grapple and sling it across with a crowbar and a rope?
You can certainly try.
Oh, actually, I could use a crossbow bolt. Tie a rope to that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to see how this goes.
I'm gonna A-team this shit, man. I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna step away from the.
I'm gonna get across to here, and to do that, I'm gonna try and do a Robin Hood stroke sort of bizarre A-team welding action scene.
Whilst concussed.
Well, I feel that Imnek's dusted me off, so it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm on the jazz. Right. So here we go. So I think that we need to get up to this big room on the top. All right, double doors looks important. I reckon that's the big lass's room. So I think if
Arrakis
I
is
can
going
get,
to mention nothing about owning 4 fly spells and
well,
dimension
you
door.
you can fly, but the others can't. So
No.
I'm thinking, let's try and make ourselves a quiet way getting across there.
You've seen how this has gone for us in the past.
That's true. It's not well.
I'm interested to see how Imnek tries and makes us across, considering he's wearing
crap.
a
Good
lot
point.
of armor.
Good point. It doesn't really help you guys, does it?
I mean, I'm fine. I'm not actually wearing a whole.
If
Well,
I was going to
stuff.
try and traverse the rope that I got across this gap, what skill are you going to ask me to pull off?
It's transversing the rope is normally it's either a dex check or a strength athletics check normally.
So, a dex one I could probably get away
Acrobatics,
with.
that's acrobatics check. That's what it'll be.
Oh, that's not too bad. I can do acrobatics.
I can sort of do it.
It's not really going to help us, is it? It's just going to help me get across.
I can
Yeah.
maybe make it across, but that's amazing.
So the alternatives are to get down to this door here and work our way through. Kind of feels like that's the only real option, isn't it? Or I suppose I could do recon. I could get up here and have a bit. If I got up here, Steve, would I get a better look around all the war?
Oh, where? Sorry.
If I got to up onto this ledge here,
Yes.
would I get to clear some of this fog?
No, because this is well. I can clear that actually. To be fair, because that doesn't affect what you can see.
Okay, so it's this
Yeah,
this bit here is the inside.
Yeah.
That, yeah. All right. Okay.
In fact, what I can probably do is if I do that, you can probably see the tower better as well. If that makes it a bit clearer at all.
Yeah, that makes it. I understand more. Okay.
Oh, I see.
So. Right. Okay. Looking at the guys, I think we need to get ourselves up to this room here. Now I can make it. Sylfina could probably make it. Arrakis could fly. Imnek, you're gonna have to charge the door. That's pretty much where we are. So, I think that we should probably all go the way that Imnek can go.
But not just two of us bugger off across the rope and leave the other two.
Well, because Arrakis would fly across and leave Imnek as well, so it's just be Imnek charging into a room with no
Well,
head.
I could probably
I could dimension door and take him with me.
You can fly. Although your strength must be pretty good.
Better yours, but I'm not as strong as most of my tribe.
Okay. So what do we think then?
If I fly though, I will have a very limited magic left.
No, I think we should. There's no reason for us to go straight for the top. Not yet. Oh, unless. Can I lend him my slippers?
You got to attune.
Ah, good point.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, and Dimension Door is only yourself, Andy.
No, he can take someone.
I can carry some. I can take a willing creature of my size or smaller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. It's just the opening line says yourself, and it's like, and then later on it says it. Fair enough.
I could. I mean, I'm not going to, but I could. Not burning that spell from my my stick. The thing is, if Arrakis does start to fly, he will be very tempted to do death from above from these ogres.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think we should leave that. Those ogres are not really in the game, right?
They must have got bored of torturing this ogre by now.
Yeah, but they haven't noticed us, and it's probably good that way.
Yeah, they may return to the game eventually, though.
Yeah, but if we can get rid of Grensoul before that happens, as the man Dadris reckons, that should probably quieten things down a lot around here.
Mm.
He is using bullying to keep everyone in check, after all.
Right. All right. Fine. Arrakis is getting bored now.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go for this door down here, I reckon.
Okay.
Sure.
You can still check the way ahead of us quietly.
All right. Okay. Okay. We've got a plan. Then, Captain.
So you want the middle map, please? So you want to
Middle
be
map.
yeah. This one here. It's going to be all there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're going to do a
ear
little
to the door.
ear to the door, and you can hear nothing coming from the other side.
Right,
Do we need to stealth past the ogres?
Yes, you will. Yeah, but you get advantage apart from Imnek, who balances that. Well, you get advantage, which does what it does.
Cancel that.
Yeah.
Shit. Group check, right? Group check.
Yeah, it's group check. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
How did me and you get almost the exact same roles, Andy?
Because we're amazing, Adam. We're totally attuned as party members. That's why.
Okay. Let's just gently push this door open.
Oh, sorry, that was my armor.
Wow.
That was far too good. That.
Yeah.
So, but.
I think the ghosts moved to your place now, Andy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Laura's ghost. She's messing with the lights. The
Oh,
expertly
boy.
fitted lights, I
Boy.
might add.
Door.
Mm-hmm.
This is a terribly uninteresting room.
Well,
So very sorry.
it's more interesting now I'm in it, of course.
Well, you could classify the one with the strange cook as an interesting room. I think I prefer this
True.
one.
Well, I think we need
Smells
to go
better.
back. 'Cause I reckon there must be some bones that we've missed. We need some bones. Wasn't there a little room that we went into which had a few bones in it? I can't remember now.
You mean the chair downstairs?
No, yeah, there was
No,
there was a
there's-
little shit.
There's a storeroom over here, I think.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a storeroom that just felt out of place. I wonder if that made me need to revisit for these Theax bones.
Mm. Alright.
Anyway, so 2 doors, double doors.
2 parties of 2. It's actually probably
Pirate.
a good idea.
So,
This is not going to end well.
is there anything marked on the doors?
Go for
Any,
it.
Oh no, Andy's
Oh.
already gone.
Nope.
Bang.
It's all right. You banged open the door and you find
Nothing.
a well.
But he rushes in, trips over, and falls down it.
He slams the door open like, take that, giant. So, actually, I say a well. It
It's a
seems like
shitter,
a
isn't
well
it?
at worst. It is. It's the shitty. It is
Yeah.
Man.
a hole in the ground in which several wooden frames would have sat over before, which would be polished to sit down upon. But no, now it's just a hole in the ground leading to drainage below.
If only they had cameras in this universe, Imnek would definitely take a picture.
That'll be on Instagram within minutes.
Yes.
Hashtag Arrakis smells of shit.
Has Arrakis put his foot in it? He must have put
No.
his foot in it. He's got to be coming
No,
out with those
thankfully,
white threads.
it's like it is like a hole in the ground which drains into a latrine drain, like a sewage system below you. So this would be just the drop.
The pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, it is one room that you certainly could improve by walking into it, I reckon.
Thanks.
There aren't many.
So having now
such
picked ourselves up
coolness.
off the floor, wetting ourselves, I won't
Be
kick this
careful,
door
young
open.
Cockwind. I'm not the one who just got jangled around by an ogre.
Hey, I kept it quiet though, didn't we? Took one
Yeah.
for the team, me.
His sacrifice is well respected.
So, who's got the best perception to check what's on the other side of this? Because it ain't me.
To the elf.
Get-
elf here.
Well, who's it been this entire time?
Go on, Elfie.
Which is a
Get
good shout
amongst
for this now to utterly fail. I mean,
This must be the only party in D&D that walks around with their eyes shut.
you hyped it up too much.
Yeah. Andrew is shut apparently.
You think you can hear some kind of movement from the other side of the room, but that's about it.
Right then, second time lucky.
Can I
There's three of us in front of the door this time.
I'm still stood in the shitter. Get out. I'll lean against the wall now, casually, just watching these three bumble about.
So you sneaking in, you said?
I'm stealthily trying to get in this door. Yeah.
Okay, so I will do this for you now. So it reveals a large open chamber that would have played with like an entrance hall at some point. It may have even been divided up by based on the remnants you can see, but it's been completely gutted. And the reason it's been completely gutted, as you can see, is to make room for the current occupants.
Bloody hell.
Ah,
Right, so we've got two big
Two hill giants who are currently sitting down on the floor, but even sitting down, the roof is almost just above their heads. They only barely fit into this room.
And are they quite well armed?
Each one carries a rather large club.
Hmm.
Calling them well armed may be slightly wrong, but they are armed.
It's gonna hurt like fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't appear to have noticed you sticking your head around the door.
Only
Right.
one way to go, I think, unfortunately.
Now these guys are pretty hard. Though. I wonder if can I stealth through this door without being seen? Are they facing this door or facing away at the moment?
They're kind of facing each other and kind of they're mumbling to each other.
But they're distracted.
They're talking to each other, but the room is reasonably well lit.
Okay.
There's no shadowy path between you and the door.
If Arrakis gets his way, it's going to be very well lit.
And it's going to be illuminated. Can I remove the illumination? Is it a central point of illumination?
No, there's several torches around the room.
Now, give me a moment to think. Yeah. Imnek. Imnek will turn to Cockwind and say, "Do you need a distraction?"
I've got blindness and deafness, but it's a Constitution save, unfortunately.
Yes. Well, I have a couple of options, but it will alert them to something being up. But it may give you enough time to
Get through the
check
doors.
out the other room. But
I
don't know what you might find there. Might leave you with two giants to your back and a danger to the front.
I wonder whether I should try going up the outside of this outside of this castle.
I could dimension door us through there.
Mm,
Well, we don't know
Like
what's
a
in that
wand.
door.
yes. Maybe having Cockwind check what our other options might be isn't a bad
Yeah.
idea.
I wonder if I don the slippers and explore the outside of this tower a bit more, if I may, looking for other access points, peering in windows, trying to learn as much as I possibly can without it being seen.
Okay, so which way are you heading?
So I'm kind of wondering if on the top map, I guess is where I can see it more obviously,
Yeah.
is if I can sort of do a pretty complex sort of reconnaissance up and down the walls, peering in windows, just to fill in as much as I can.
So there's arrow slits and what have you are on the outside, but everything's kind of lit from within.
Okay, so I'm
There's no
blinded by the light.
windows. Yeah, there's no windows. There's just like the odd arrow slit here and there. But it's kind of a dwarf fortress. They used to living underground anyway, so they don't use windows a hell of a lot.
Okay.
You can make out that the top floor is obviously what is some kind of main room, but that's about it. That's all you can get from outside.
Okay. All right. It's not really helped. I would like to come up to the top floor and see if I can understand what's behind these double doors. So I'm on the top map now. This pair of double doors here.
Okay, make a perception check.
Where's it gone?
You can make out the sounds of sobbing.
Okay. Excellent. And can I do the same on these doors here?
You can hear the same noise coming from that door.
Okay.
That'll be that mournful woman, won't it?
Yeah, it's that
giant.
that last giant.
Go ahead and cheer her up. Go on. Be right. Tell her a joke.
Can I nip back to see Droja the tea lady? Just quickly.
There's the tea lady.
Oh,
If you so wish.
in her pinny. Okay, I will. I'll pop back to the boys and I'll say, I went upstairs and there's a lot of crying, and this curse that what is chops Dadras told us about is clearly affecting the hill giant lady up top. I wonder if Droja might be able to shed some light on what's going on here.
Hasn't she already told you?
She hasn't told me that she was affected by a curse, no. And it's an
Maybe
interesting
she-
mission.
Maybe she didn't know.
Maybe, but perhaps she has something that could help the hill giant. Maybe we could.
What, like
negotiate.
Valium?
Well, I'm wondering whether we can use this to our advantage. Anyway.
Steve, like, how long has it been since the fight at the top of the bell tower? Asking for a friend.
It's only been a few minutes. It's only been a few minutes, really, because all you've
Okay.
really done is snuck across the battlements, snuck your head into the chod bin, stuck your head into the room with the giants, and then Cockwind has kind of gone, "Hang on, lads," and scooted off.
So, so our elf friends, Halo of Spores and Flame Blade would still be going.
How long do they last?
10 minutes,
minutes.
I think.
Yes, probably, because you quite literally have done, or you walked straight down the stairs and got into the battlements kind of immediately afterwards. So yeah,
So we can kick all kinds of ass.
Yeah, I think.
Let's just do that then.
Yeah, if we're gonna do this, then
We're
there's no time like the present.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to Arrakis shit up.
Imnek will preemptively stand in the hallway in front, blocking Arrakis from just barging in until we've got ready.
In that case, I shall
going
barge against Imnek's prime buttocks.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay toward the back of this one.
armored buttocks. Yes, I think knowing that there are two hill giants there, I think Imnek is gonna let his hex go away, and he's just gonna look to the others like, "Are we ready to do this?" And then before we go in, he's going to cast Blur on himself.
So I'm just going to ask a quick question.
Sure.
When I asked earlier about any shadow areas in this room or stealthing in this room, did that apply to sort of the roof as well? Is there anything like those when you get torches, you get those little pockets?
Yeah, because they're trying to light the bottom half of the room, not the top half of the room. Yeah, and you're out of. Well, you might be out of eye line. You are in a room with giants.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, shit. Have they got disadvantage because they can't stand up in this room?
Definitely not be out of eyeliner.
Is there any cover in this room? Peeked in.
There's kind of bedding that the giants have used, so it's kind of like excuse me, kind of like mounds of old furs and that kind of thing. You might be able to dive under some of them.
Right. So, for my part in this craziness, when somebody bigger and harder than me kicks the door open and charges in, first thing I'll be doing is diving for cover and hiding behind some firs or up on the roof somewhere.
May I suggest you don't go in straight away, gentlemen?
I'm fucking not, mate. That's why I'm standing back.
Mm-hmm.
Barge
I'll
the
give you a
door
stealth
open,
check,
and
Steve,
I'll,
just so I'm up to so
I may sling something in.
Yes, very well. I will wait for a bright light and possibly loud bang, and then cast blur on myself.
It might be helpful actually if you open the door. I'll cast the spell, and you can close the door, so the fire fills the room. It doesn't affect us. Can that be possible?
I think actually, if you cast it like against the wall over here, we should be okay.
It's a 20-foot radius. Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if I just dump it there, it'll be fine. It'll get both of those and not us.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
It will alert the ogre that side.
and shut the door.
I suspect, yes, it's going to alert one or two things.
But I think if they're going to hear something, they're probably going to hear something.
Okay, let's go in loud,
They're
boys.
only ogres. These are giants. If we can take giants out, ogres are nothing. He says
Presumably going to
confidently.
bring the ogres outside.
Right. Open the door, sling a fireball in.
I think Andy's decided not to worry about that. So.
Yeah.
Okay, can you make your initiative roll, please?
Worry about
Imnek
what?
cast blur before this happens.
Yes.
Worry about what, Sid? What am I not worrying about?
Bringing all the ogres in with a fireball?
We spent a long time being quiet.
Okay. Are you acting first, Sylfina, or are you readying in action until the other two have done what they're doing?
Oh, ready in action to, I guess, move.
You could. I think you can move in close enough to hit something and still be out of fireball range.
Build I need to be for that though.
Something weird happens.
Yeah,
there,
all
okay.
line.
Yeah. Because
Okay, I'll be there. I'll use Flame Blade.
It's just your end, I think, Andy.
Okay, that's all right then.
Flame Blade, class 11. It hits for 9 damage.
I get an extra 1d6 as I'm still wild shaping, and that's poison damage.
Run away.
Okay.
Oh no, you can't.
Ha!
This might hurt. No, you're okay.
Okay.
I can cast it here.
Mm-hmm.
Cockwind.
I am going to put a bolt in my in Squawk. I'm going to prime it, and I'm just going to hang the fuck loose.
Okay.
Unless you guys are going to do
Scratch your
something.
ass.
Because at the
Sneak
moment, oh, mind you,
Yeah.
I have got sneak attack on this, haven't I?
Yep.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, this fireball can get all of them. How convenient.
No.
Have you just worked out?
Yeah.
I've just worked out I can hit every single one of these bad guys with a fireball.
All right, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ready an action shit show to kick off.
So the Arrakis show.
So when I ready an action, can I bring it to play whenever I want?
It's like programming. So you basically say you're going to do something if something happens. Like you're going to make a ranged attack if somebody does something.
Yeah. Okay. So that's so I'm going to, from my hidden position, release my bolt at this dude here. I think actually this the second ping. This dude here. If I can see him. Do I see him?
Just take one guy down
Yeah,
as
sure.
quickly as you can.
So which one are you focusing on? The top one or the bottom one?
No.
Top one.
Right. Okay. So I'll focus. I'll loose my shot at him as soon as the fireball goes off.
Okay. So as soon as Arrakis' fireball's done its damage, you can make your attack.
Yep.
Okay then. Arrakis.
I hope I just don't fling a match.
Fucking hope
Yeah.
so, mate.
Well, I shall fire a fireball at the indicated location, which I believe is here,
Okay.
which should hit all 5
Everything.
enemies.
Yes.
20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet.
Helps when your enemies are gargant, like very big.
Yes. Makes them a lot easier to hit. Right, fireball.
Not to piss on your chips.
Hmm.
Do you have more than one of these?
No.
Have we rested since you dropped the last one?
No. It's been about 15 minutes.
Sorcery point, remember?
It doesn't improve the number of. Oh yes. I could. Yes, I could give myself another slot if I needed to. So I've got 4 points. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which I think I need. How many do I need to for a level 3 slot? I might need 5 actually. I've spent 1. I'll work that out later. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Let's do this now and see what happens. That'll do.
Not bad.
Ooh. 3 damage. Okay.
Boom, bitches.
So the hill giant are at the top. Fails his save. The hill giant at the bottom makes his save.
Indeed.
Very
Dexterous
lucky
giant.
roll.
Yeah.
So the top one takes 33 damage. Puts him on that, and the other one takes 16 damage. Right, ogres. There's your ogre character sheet. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Good hits.
That's a miss from that. All 3 of them have failed.
Excellent.
So that's 33 off each of them. That's a nice bit of damage, that.
Damn right.
They're
Sadly,
just-
I need 5 sorcery points to make another level 3 spell. So
Yeah.
I'm 4 left, sadly.
all the ogres are all sort of like standing around outside, like holding this sort of dangling up. There's a flash of light. It's suddenly all blackened, and there's just like some ash that falls away from them.
Ah,
In the hand.
gentlemen.
Oh,
Yes.
exploded.
It's good to be back.
So, Cockwind, you can now make your attack.
Hadouken!
You
Yeah.
do have
Okay.
advantage because
I will-
you were hidden.
I will
in
do
shadows.
just that.
May I suggest you murder one of these giants?
So you get your
My 3d6.
3d6. 17. Oh.
Bless you.
Oh, bloody hell. Come on, hit
What
points.
morning?
There we go. Okay, Imnek.
All right. Imnek is going to grit his teeth and then wade into glorious combat. Yeah, step. Well, I guess I can go there, and I am engaged, aren't I?
Yeah, because you're on diagonal.
And I will. I have an interesting choice. No, I will. Just swing my sword against this ogre
Beat
giant.
the crap out of him.
Yep. Hopefully.
That'll do.
Yep.
That'll do.
Ooh.
Nice.
No hex.
73 of damage.
I've got my
far.
blur on.
Ah, yes, of course.
So
Concentration.
that's 23. And him on that. Okay.
So he's taken 56 points of damage so far. No, he's taken more.
73.
Okay.
Now the fun begins.
Yes.
They have disadvantage on attacks against me as the shadows shifter form.
Okay. Right. I'll do the. This one here is going to try and hit Sylfina. So it try and it swings it twice. First one's a critical miss. Second one hits attack. I am a class 13.
Misses. I'm on 6.
And then 2 attacks against
Thank God, because that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Well,
a 10 and a 14.
oh, thank goodness for blur.
Good grief.
Neither hits.
Right.
Wow.
Oof. Yeah.
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 And the ogre's on initiative 6. Right, Sylfina, it's back to you.
Yep. So first action, I'm going to attempt to hit him with Flame Blade again, or hit the one that tried to hit me,
Nice.
Okay,
Nice hit.
and an additional
Yeah.
2 poison damage.
that's 15
Hang on.
damage.
Remember, when the guy moved, you could have used your reaction to spore him.
To what? Sorry.
To spore him, you can use your reaction at this when they start their turn or move within 10 feet of you.
Was that from the spell he cast before?
No, Halo Spores is only on my. Do you make them do the
It's
Constitution
your
check?
basic class ability, your Halo Spores.
Yeah, you can use your reaction on your turn to deal 1d6 necrotic damage.
You don't
It
use
doesn't
the
say you can
reaction
do
on
it.
your turn, though.
That's what it's reading exactly what it says on D&D Beyond.
What rules are you looking at? Because
Halo of Spores.
okay, that's not what the Ravnica book says. That's not what the Ravnica book says, I'm afraid. That's,
No, if you click on it, it then says something different. Oh,
Yeah,
for fuck's sake.
yeah.
Why? Okay, it would be a DC 15 Constitution check, which he'll probably pass, to be honest.
Is that the giant, is it?
Yeah. Either one, potentially.
I'll do it to the
No.
one I've already hit.
No, it failed because it's the first roll.
Okay, he takes 2d. Takes another 7.
So he took 7 and he took 15 as well. So he's
Yeah.
taking 22, yeah?
Yep.
That is
No.
enough. Go on.
Oh.
That's
I was about to say-
out.
Hooray!
I think I know what's happened. I think the D&D Beyond is still using the beta playtest rules.
Well,
For
it's
in
weird
some of its
because
stuff.
if you look at the small summary, yeah, it just says that you can use it in your turn, and then if you click it, it says when the creature you see moves into a space within 10 feet of you or starts its turn, you
Yeah,
can use a reaction, which is
they
weird.
they haven't updated it from the playtest rules. I think.
Wizards.
Yeah.
Curse, I
Well,
think, technically.
It's not Wizards, is it? It's Twitch.
No. Which I
Yeah.
only just figured out.
Mm.
Anyway,
Okay.
who's next? The ogres, I
Cockwind.
assume.
No, it's
Cockwind.
Cockwind.
Okay. I don't think I hid last
No,
roll.
you did not.
I fucked
Oh
up.
dear, that was an administrative
Normal
oversight.
attack, but you'd still get your backstab bonus because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
within range.
Yes. It's this readying that caught me out there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to do it because you readied.
Oh,
Wouldn't
of course.
you wouldn't get your cunning action.
Mm.
Yes, good point. Okay, right, here we go then. So, just a normal light crossbow, big fat dude. Bosh. Miss.
Critical miss. Boom.
Wow.
Ends up in a rafter somewhere.
I'm picking
Lol.
splinters out of my arse.
How did you miss that, Cockwind?
It's
literally
the
this
biggest
big.
thing we've encountered so far.
Oh,
And you can't hit a bull's arse with a banjo.
All I can say is, why is the rum always gone? Because I just think I'm pissed enough.
Yeah.
Boom.
Good lord.
That's
I
okay.
hit 5 things. You can't even hit 1, for the love of God.
It's too
Really?
fucking big, Arrakis. Look at the size of it.
It's hard
He
to
probably
miss.
He probably shits things bigger than I am.
Even I hit him, for goodness sake.
Okay, finished.
Yes. And I hide.
Okay,
I'll
so
try and
dive back behind the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Arrakis.
Well, that went well last time, unfortunately.
Yes.
This may not go quite so well this time. 1, 2, 3. Then I can run away after this happens. I shall Aganazar Scorcher him. Which is only 5 feet wide, so it's nowhere near the other 2.
Hooray!
So only the giant. It's just the dex save and then the damage. It doesn't roll to
Okay.
hit.
It has failed its dex save, so it takes 14 points of fire damage.
It does indeed.
Whoosh.
Nice little run back through here.
Yeah.
Hill Giant's not known for their dexterity, it turns out.
Yeah, it's quite handy.
Okay, Imnek.
Okay. Yeah, he is still just going to wail on it with his longsword. Oh, getting some critical misses now.
So hits and a critical miss.
Yeah.
So that's 15 damage, putting him on that many hit points.
How is he looking right now?
He's still looking reasonably healthy.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It's his turn, by the way.
Yep.
So he swings at Imnek again. Is he still on disadvantage, is he?
Yes.
The blur. Okay, he swings at Imnek with his great club. Hits armor class 13 and then hits armor class 25 for 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The least damaging hit.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, that was a pretty low dice roll. That was.
Got away with that.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have to take a concentration check, which will be DC 10.
Yep.
It's DC 13, isn't it?
No, it's half the damage or DC 10, whichever's higher. Oh, not good.
Ooh.
And the
Is that your blur
goes
going
away.
then, is it?
Yeah.
It's wallet donk. Oh.
Yep. Well, what's with all the ones all of a sudden? Oh, you know what? Oh, Cockwind, you should have re-rolled that crossbow bolt. You were a halfling, aren't you?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's lucky, isn't he?
isn't he? Yeah.
Is he a what's it called halfling?
Well, what's
Say
happened?
now.
It's any halfling. Remember, you can roll natural ones.
No, it's only certain halflings, isn't it?
No, it's all halflings.
Oh, I missed that, didn't I?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yes, you can re-roll your attack roll, Sid.
Oh well, never mind.
Yep.
Bloody hell, boys! What's happened? Oh, what?
I know. We're,
Speak for yourselves, chaps.
against the weakest enemies, we were all, rock in, kill everything, and now.
Now, when it matters.
Yeah.
Well, you speak for yourselves, chaps. I was just saving myself for the big boys.
Yeah.
I've done fine.
Yeah. Okay. Ogres go, I guess.
The sorcerer and the druid will be saving the day, it seems.
Yes, maybe.
Okay, so he goes. Oop. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh! How far can those fuckers move?
40-foot speed. No, sorry. No, that's the hill giant. I'm on the wrong one.
I was going to say,
Phew.
What the
Ogres
fuck?
not that fast. Jesus.
Ogre's the same. Ogre's got 40 foot.
Oh,
What?
Oh, well, never mind.
Sorry.
Ogres can
So-
shift.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, they're faster than I am.
It's just they got longer legs, that's all it is. Right. He swings at Sylfina then.
Hits.
Bunk.
Hits, you take 11 bludgeoning.
Nasty.
Good thing I've got temporary hit points.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea what I'm going to do.
fireball.
This one comes in.
I've still got some level 1 and 2 spells left, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not completely out yet.
Good.
Okay, he
I've got two
attempts to
tidal waves,
throw
didn't he?
his javelin at Sylfina.
Misses.
15, and the other one comes in and throws a javelin at Imnek.
Hmm.
So we get disadvantage.
No, he had.
Oh,
Well, it misses anyway, but he
17.
wouldn't have disadvantage
Okay.
because the spell ended, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, it was 17
He got
anyway.
the blur stuffed out of him, basically.
Well, yeah,
Wallop.
it pings off my half plate. Thank goodness we bought that.
Sylfina.
Done you some favours, that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hold on,
When
let,
I'm
me,
the only tank.
let me calculate a tidal wave.
Nice.
Yeah.
3 of them, but not.
Not the 4th. That's all right.
No.
I can take care of
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I like that. The druid's like, oh, my fancy new abilities aren't working. Let's just go back to the standby.
Let's cast tidal wave.
Yeah.
do some serious damage. We've got
Hopefully.
four big lads in a room. I think it's worth doing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not have Tidal Wave on here because I assume it's from something else. That is not the core SRD. So it's a 15 DC 15 deck save.
Well, that's good.
No, it's Xanathars, you're right.
Yeah, so 30 feet long. So yeah, I can easily get those 3 and not touch us.
5.
Otherwise, they take 4d8 bludgeon damage and are knocked prone.
Ooh.
So Arrakis scorched them, and now you're cooling them off.
Nice. It's teamwork, baby.
Mm.
It's not like
So
rugby
yeah,
treatment where you
awesome.
get a sort of hot shower and then jump into the snow.
Mm.
Okay, do your 4d8 then. And what's your DC?
15.
15. Okay, so...
Otherwise, I take half damage on knocked prone.
Okay, do you want to roll your damage?
16.
16. Okay, so the hill giant rolls a 1. The ogre, the first one, rolls a 2. And
going
third
well.
ogre rolls a 5.
Nice.
That's about as well as it could have gone.
Yep.
I don't think we're going to see this mob in the Royal Ballet anytime soon.
No.
They're all on their asses except that one.
Bang. So they're all prone. Awesome.
Yeah.
Can we go over to them and sort of slap them on the belly?
If you want.
I'm also going to force a DC 15 Constitution check on the ogre closest to me.
Oh, for your spells.
15.
Yeah, passes. Anyway, I'm done for my turn.
Cockwind.
Okay, so now that I am hidden behind Arrakis, I shall focus fire on the big guy because he's causing the most mayhem. And light crossbow.
Think. Squitch. Ooh. It's quite a crappy roll, to be fair.
It is,
That is still a hit.
Oh.
better roll.
That's not a crappy roll.
That's a
Ooh.
much
Ooh.
better roll.
28.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
28. Bloody hell.
And I'll go hidden again, having peeked out and not liked what I saw.
Now we have a problem here, boys. All of my spells cause quite a lot of damage and require some free space to get through.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, all of the free space is now occupied by allies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first? Oh, sorry, your first roll was all right. He's prone, so technically you should have had disadvantage on that. But would have balanced it out, yes.
Yeah.
So so Sylfina and Imnek will get would have got advantage on them, but everyone else would get disadvantage.
Luckily,
Right.
Imnek gets a go before they get back
Yeah.
up.
Yes, Arrakis.
I think it might be time for a bit of a witch bolt.
Remember disadvantage on the. Unless you go for like this guy.
I could do. What's the range on this thing? 30 feet. Oh, I'd have to move. How inconvenient. To here. Did that. Yes, because I still have to roll to hit, don't I, on a witch
Yeah.
bolt? Bugger. It's a ranged attack. Oh, decisions. Yeah, I might as well. Because it's a concentration spell. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Well, I could just use Magic Missile because there's no attack roll on that. I'll just hit something. Thump, thump. But it's not that powerful. That's the problem. It's going to do about 8 points of damage on average, which ain't much. That said, so's Witch Bolt, but it's a concentration spell. I can just keep frying the bastard. Yeah, let's do that. Let's watch this ogre dance. I'm going to move to here and Witch Bolt this big chap here.
Okay.
So which bolt? Sorry, it's not supposed to be an advantage. Roll 2 with
Yes.
17.
First roll, that's a hit. You 10 points of damage.
Nice, and it's concentration spell, so I'm just going. Basically, it's force lightning right now.
Palpatine.
Fair
Yes, I'm liking that.
Mhm.
Yang. Ooh.
Okay.
Imnek.
Imnek is, and now he's going to pull. Now that his sort of the shadows have melted away temporarily, he's going to pull the trigger. I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action. This is my special class ability on the hill giant. So the shadows they dissipate for a moment and then they leap up and cling to the giant.
Okay.
And as it's lying prone, and I will use my action to swing away again.
So you get advantage because he's prone,
Yeah,
and you crit on a 19.
I do. Hopefully.
Ooh.
Shitting me.
Oh no!
I do the
That's
opposite.
baby.
Bigger up.
Oh, wow.
Lying on the floor,
Wow.
you get advantage, and you miss twice. Wow.
Is that? Am I right in thinking that's a 1 in 400 chance of that happening?
You are indeed correct, I believe, yes.
Wow.
Wow. And
Not
it was
only
a
that,
damage
you rolled
roll.
a shit damage roll too. Yeah. Never again are you allowed to have a go at Arrakis.
So I sort of like, maybe I get splashed by the tidal wave and I've got water in my eye. I'm like, and then
Grief.
on the other hand, not quite a crit. But
No, it was an 18. Oh.
18. It does 18 damage because I add my proficiency bonus to the damage roll.
Mm,
Oh, because you get proficiency. Oh, bloody hell, that's nice.
18.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than slapping the face with
Oh, no,
it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Mm.
It's already got your proficiency bonus in that roll, isn't it?
No, that is so it's
no.
+1 for my invocation and +2 for having the dueling fighting style.
Oh, right, okay. That's the +3 is okay. So it takes
Yep.
to 18.
So I've
Okay.
gone from like minimum to almost maximum and everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Which you basically just grab your sword and plunge it into the belly of this hill giant.
Excellent.
Oh,
Oh, marvelous.
and therefore
Alan Partridge on us there. Oh!
the shadows that clung to his form then sort of creep back along and fall into me, and I gain hit points equal to my Warlock level plus Charisma modifier. So that's a 9 hit points regained.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm glowing with health. I'm almost at full health.
Share it out, man.
Okay.
If I could, I would.
So this ogre here stands up because he was prone and decides to whack Sylfina.
Misses.
And the second one bundles forward and attacks Imnek.
Hits.
Hits for 6 bludgeoning damage.
That's
Okay.
all right.
And this one at the back stands up and slings a javelin at Sylfina. It's critical miss.
What is it with the ones?
I don't know.
I'm not complaining.
Get them out of the way.
Sylfina.
Yep. I'm gonna hit the dude. That's
Flame
trying to hit me.
Blade.
Hey man, it works mostly.
It does. It's a great weapon.
You still had your reaction, remember?
I used it on my last turn. And that's
Ooh, that's a miss. That's got to be a miss.
That is a miss.
Oh, boo.
I'll use my action to force a Constitution save. He'll have to fail it eventually,
Yeah.
or he might.
He does.
Nice. Bad rolls are going back around to the other side now.
He
Okay.
takes 7 damage.
He takes 7 damage. Okay, he's looking rather limp and bloody at this point.
I bet he's taken some poison.
Okay, Cockwind.
What's this one? Which one's looking?
They're all, to be fair, they're all looking, well, they're all burnt, bloodied.
Wet.
Waterlogged.
They're all
Don't
looking.
do the one at the bottom because I've got a witch bolt on him, so I'll give me an
On this
automatic D12 on him. Yeah,
All right, I'll smack this one then. This one here.
it might not be enough to kill him, but it'll do some serious damage.
Well,
Right.
he's on me, so I'll handle him as well.
That.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't even have to roll your.
Okay.
He's gone.
I'm going to roll it just see if our curse is still on us.
Curse on you!
It's a curse. She was hairy like a horse.
What?
What?
Blair Witch Project.
Oh.
It was
Nobody
just when they
will.
were doing this random video of that crazy woman in the trailer park. Talk about the witch. She was hairy like a horse. Anyway, carry on. Move along. Oh, I'm gonna hide. Hang on, I'm gonna hide. Oh, it's not the best hide, but
Arrakis.
Easy peasy.
So, which one's that one on?
The bottom one. This guy here. The one I've got the concentration on.
He takes.
Good roll.
That much.
It's probably not enough to kill him, though.
No, it's not.
Sadly.
Okay. Wow.
Whack him.
That's what my turn's for, hopefully.
Hit him with a stick. A
big
sharp
fucking
stick.
stick.
It's quite a bit sharper than a stick. Is it my go, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I will slash him with my definitely not a stick, but a very fancy shard of nastiness.
Ooh,
Not
that's
solid
got to be
hit.
enough.
Shit.
It was.
Excellent. Just cut him
Carve
to
his
ribbons.
Did you do both? Right, you jumped the gun a little
Oh,
bit
sorry.
because the first hit was enough to kill him.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So you can hit him, run in front of the other one, and hit him with
Yeah.
the other shot. If the
Yeah.
DM will let you.
Yes, because you did jump the gun, and that kills him as well.
Whoa! Wow. Now Imnek's looking pretty pleased with themselves. That's a hill giant and 2 ogres. Technically, it's team effort, but you know,
I was going to say, a little softened by a
Yeah.
fireball.
it's he's
And
got
a
a
tidal
small
wave.
smile on his
And the
face.
tidal wave, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a fair point. You know, nature kind of played its part there. You basically went a bit, what's her name from Firefly on that.
Really?
Oh, River. Yeah.
River Song, yeah.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
River
yeah.
Song. River, yeah.
It was Rivers, not
Was
River
River
Song.
Song.
Doctor Who,
Yeah.
mate.
No, wasn't that
That's
Doctor Who?
No,
Oh, Doctor
Summer
Who.
Glow is the actress.
Yeah. A bit Serenity on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm down with that.
Nice. Right.
There we go. Right.
Just
Okay. So
saunter into the room.
Imnek's probably got like giant blood splashed all over him. He's like breathing heavily, but looking pleased.
See, that's why his flame blade, it cauterizes the wound so it doesn't get
Yeah. The ancestors see the evidence of glory upon your body.
I feel that fight went pretty well for what initially looked pretty lethal.
that could have been a
Yes.
lot worse. That could have been a lot
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when that blur went down, I was like, kind of relying on that blur.
Right. So what do you reckon, boys? Onwards and upwards?
Yes.
Imnek wants to just check the bodies, see if there's any signs of black ice on any of them.
Ooh, I want to check for these tattoos as well. What was it? Markings and tattoos on the belly.
Okay, so Imnek, you don't find any black ice on any of the bodies.
Okay.
Bear in mind, you did see kind of crates of it outside, but you don't see any kind of on them.
Okay.
And you don't see any signs of any tattoos.
Okay.
So that strike you as being similar to what was described to you earlier.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just
I think
now that we're
there's
sort of in the middle of the castle. Imnek's just gonna cast that locate object. You know, sort of just checking where black ice or potential shard might be.
Yeah, you're being pointed towards basically the crates of black ice out in the courtyard.
Okay. Yes, it seems the black ice is just what they've collected. Who are they
enough.
shipping it to?
Safe enough then. Right then, onwards.
Yeah.
Which door, though?
Yeah. That's me done.
Go. This has got to be.
I
shit
imagine
again.
the south door will probably lead to the rest of the battlements round here.
Read to the shitter.
The second shitter.
I'm going to shove this door open. Bang.
Shit, nobody got in front of him to stop him shoving doors.
Sure.
It's fine.
Okay, got stairs.
Do we want to check that other room at all, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to check
I'm gonna come
Okay.
through this door.
Okay. So,
I'll mark him up.
what are you doing, Arrakis? Because you did move first.
I'm going to shove this door open as well.
There are 20 rats.
Imnek's going to
Oh, no.
sigh to himself.
Ooh.
Yeah. Big
Okay.
shitter.
Just a room full of bones, perchance.
Communal shitter.
See you later.
No, this is the actual well.
Oh.
Oh,
So there is a hole in the floor leading down to below, and you can see down below in the chamber below you is a well. And this is a way that Peter, that at some point you can see there's a hoist above you. Someone would have actually taken water from the well from the floor below you up to this floor.
I don't know if it was worth peeing in.
I'm going to come join him. I want to go down that well.
Why?
I don't know. I just fancy it. I reckon. there's
Okay,
riches
can
above-
you make a saving throw, Sid?
a Dex saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Bollocks.
Is this a little slippy?
Oh, there we go.
Bloody hell. It's not so much slippy as the floor is in not particularly good condition, as it's been 50 or so years since it was last looked after. And as Cockwind goes to peer down into it, it starts to crumble under his feet, but he manages to dive backwards quick enough.
Right. Okay. So on that basis, in sort of a almost instinctive motion, I throw my hempen rope onto the hoist. And I'm sort of nonchalantly floating in above the well as bits of earth. and
Okay,
dirt,
you can see down is the room below you, which is the best map to show you that one on. Is on the bottom map. So you can just see a room with an actual well.
So it's just water.
Yeah,
Ah,
and a door out to the courtyard.
Imnek listens for the cries of little Timmy.
There's no bones of a dwarf floating around down here, is there?
Doesn't appear to be, no.
Shit. Okay,
I wonder how deep this
I'll-
well is. I'll drop a few rocks down.
I'll swing back and
It
pretend
sounds
like
quite deep.
nothing's happened.
Oh, okay.
By the way, these stairs here are going down.
Okay,
Oh.
Okay.
good to know.
Right.
So Sylfina was checking this room out. Did you open these doors? Did you?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that's that one. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Blimey.
Good lord.
I don't sneeze subtly,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Ooh, chessboard.
Oh dear.
This
Oh.
is a storage room, all looks of it.
Yes, and there's some big double doors at the back leading out. So this is it's basically there's a large iron cage fills most of the room, and inside the cage are crates, chests, statues, paintings, and other kind of random art objects crammed in wherever they fit.
These are hill giants with culture.
It appears that someone has kind of stuck these and locked this cage so other people can't get access to it.
The dowry, maybe.
It's got to be the dowry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, fortunately, hopefully our rogue is not some people and can access this.
I would hope so.
Well, given the attempt he made when he tried to pick a door in the castle back in Waterdeep,
Yeah,
it made more noise than trying to intimidate a tumbledown full of saucepans.
Do we either want to go through the rest of these crates because it'll probably take a while?
I think maybe we'll come back to this, shall we?
Yeah.
There's also as well as the chest and the doors leading out the other side. There's a desk to one side as well.
Oh, I'm going to have a look
I was
at
like,
it.
Maybe we should,
Yeah.
give this place at least a quick check.
Yeah, go on.
I'll peek out these back doors, I guess.
Okay, so you pick up the back doors, and that reveals. I'll tell you what. Let's just do
Bang.
that.
Oh.
That's stairs leading up.
That'll be to the whinging, the miserable lady.
Yeah. So, who's looking at the desk? Is it Cockwind, isn't it?
It was me or somebody
Can
else.
I-
Can, so it
Well,
was.
can I assist him to give him like your help action, give him an advantage?
Yeah. Well, on the desk, draped over the desk, is a absolutely huge wedding dress. It's been draped over the desk almost like a tablecloth, and it is got all kinds of gemstones sewn into it. They're all quite small, but there's a large amount of them.
Okay.
Is this dress flammable?
With my little new jeweler's monocle, what would I estimate the value of this piece?
Probably about 500 gold pieces.
Right, we'll be having that little fucker then, won't we?
Would it?
It's not little. It's about the size. Basically, you could make a tent out of this.
Could I put it? Could
Cockwind.
Imnek wear it in some sort of comedy fashion?
Uh,
As the biggest of all of us.
One, no, and two, I think even he isn't big enough for this.
Can I spend a little bit of time picking the gems out then?
Yes, you can. As you're picking through the wedding dress, you find several pieces of paper on the desk, most of which appear to be drafts of one letter, which you find like a final copy of and a reply. So you find
Some dude's happy poetry.
that.
What language is it in?
It's in Giant.
Okay, so I can read it.
Read it, yeah. And I'm assuming you're going to.
Yes.
And then you also find this one as well.
Bloody hell, that's a hard one to
Yeah,
read.
I'll
Sorry.
try to read.
If you click on it, it'll expand to a larger size.
Oh, that's better.
Oh. Right, Grenseldack needs a good kicking.
Oh, hang on, I'm just trying to catch up on the. Make sure we don't forget about the loot.
Chieftain has a twisted heart. So
Oh,
I
she
have
got
no
rejected.
interest in your proposed union. Even now, hundreds of giants flock to my banner within Mindashell's valley. You may bring your trinkets and your tribe and offer them as tribute, and I will consider not killing you outright for your audacity. I give you this one admonition: do not approach me again with such a proposal. You are far below my station, and the very proposal is absurd. Even if I even hear such nonsense again, know that I shall take much more than just your hand. I am the Storm King. My word thunders with the might of the sky, and my justice strikes swift as lightning.
Bit up himself, this chap, isn't he?
Just
Yeah.
That's why she's crying.
Presume
I would
that's
imagine
what
so.
we're reading about.
This curse and the response to her letter have clearly ruined her mind.
Right then, let's murder her while she's weak.
Well, hang on loose.
Jesus.
The draft, is that that was a letter from her to the Storm
Yes.
King, yeah?
So the drafts are all variations on the letter to the Storm King, and are all done in the same handwriting as the letter signed by Grenseldack.
Okay, so we're going to grab those because they might help.
Yes. References
Start
to the system.
criticising her writing in front of her.
No, I'm more thinking they might push her further into her state of despair.
I suspect Imnek is in no position to criticise other people's handwriting or reading ability or writing ability or anything else.
Arrakis most certainly is.
Yes, but you can't read giant, so.
So
You also find another piece of paper there as well, a kind of a scribbled down map.
Ooh.
Okay. Windy humans.
Windy humans.
Windy humans.
I've been a windy
Yes,
human on
beans a lot.
occasion.
I was going to say there's plenty of wind on Hogmanay, like, but that wasn't really what
Yeah.
you now.
Big dragon, stay away.
I
Speaking
vote
of
we
ice,
all. Yeah, I was about to say. I vote we also do that.
Where's the treasure on? There's treasure
Frost
on here,
dragon,
boys.
treasure,
Okay.
treasure, old dwarf fort. That's us. Oh, we can
So
go
we've
see
got the
the
black ice
dragon.
over here,
Go and see the
which is where we
dragon.
came from.
Eye of
Frost
all
giant-
father. That's
Frost
where we
giant
need to
tomb.
be.
In Dwergar.
The eye
Trying
of
to
all
weigh up the
father.
risk reward of a frost giant tomb that might have treasure. But on the hand, that might mean frost giant skeletons, and that would be kind of terrifying.
Mm.
The eye of all fathers where we need to be though.
Is
Yes,
it?
the black
Yes.
ices must be our priority. Shards.
But don't we need to see the eye of all father to understand what's going on? I'm sure that dude in the tower mentioned
Something like that, yeah. Well, we've also got to remember that we need to go back to him as well.
it. Yes.
Get out of here. Yes. But, okay.
Well, we have many choices.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sure our friends in the champions of whatever it was will
the
make use of
circus
this
of
information.
chance.
The Cheshires.
Okay. Right. Can we toss this fabric out of the way? No use for it, I don't think anymore.
Okay, so you've managed to prize all the gemstones off.
Okay, yeah, we bagged those. They're safe. They're on the loot list.
Well, with Cockwind, whether that's safe, I don't know.
Hey, I have contributed to your breastplate, remember?
I know, absolutely. Your team
You
player.
said there's a chest in here as well.
There was all kinds of chests and all sorts of things
Was-
inside the cage, yeah.
Is there the desk? Is there any locks, drawers, or anything like that, or is it just like a
No.
plain old bog standard?
When I say desk, it's, basically a table.
So looking at the crates, do any of the crates have better locks on them? If I was looking, would I see any crates? With
There is a large lock for the cage, which is the thing full of paintings and statues and all sorts.
Right. It's not really portable loot. We don't have any way of messaging anyone, do we?
Don't think so.
Because I'm.
Is it worth sort of just investigating to see if there is any more portable loot?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Should I toss an investigation check down?
Why not?
So
Yeah.
I'm going to do
Someone to
the
do,
old.
innit?
I'm going to do the old monocle in the eye, little bloodhound routine around the room.
Yeah.
So there's nothing else outside the cage of value that you can find. Everything you can see, as I said, some statues, some paintings, but you can also see some chests inside the cage that you can't tell what's inside them.
Okay, so the good gear's in the cage.
Yeah.
Can I toss a couple of crates open outside the cage, just to get a feel for what sort of crap is considered not valuable and not be in there?
Yeah, but most of what you can see outside is just basically just odds and ends like tools and some basic weaponry, that kind of stuff.
All right, okay, right. Go on then.
It's a bit odds and ends that stuff that's in the crates you can find.
Let's try and bust the lock on the cage then.
Okay, do you want to make a thieves' tools check?
Yes, he can.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you do that with your eyes closed, basically.
All right, toss it away. I throw it at Arrakis and a bit of a see. Told you I got better. Right, let's toss the cage open. And
Be careful it's not trapped. If they're paranoid enough to build a cage, they might build other traps around.
good thinking. Can I do an investigation to check for traps?
You can. You can't find any traps.
It looks safe, guys, but go slow. There may be more traps on the crates themselves. Right, let's right. Anything in here looks different. Anything that
Okay, so as I said, most of what's kind of stacked up and bundled is things that'd be too big for you to carry. However, there are plenty of chests, crates, and what have you, all with all various kinds of stuff in. There's various boxes of coins, barrels of silver pieces, barrels of gold pieces, and a couple of small crates with some various gemstones in. You also find tucked away a scroll in a nice little scroll case and what appears to be a potion of healing tucked away in one barrel.
So hang on. Barrels of gold, barrels of silver.
Nice.
Yes. So do you want to spend time counting it out or just want an idea of what's in there?
I think
I'd say
I
just
think
an idea for now, really.
yeah, an idea for now because we're gonna have to haul ass out.
Okay, there's probably a few thousand coins in both silver and gold.
A rough order of
And-
magnitude will do.
Yeah, you find a small cache of about 10 gemstones of about 100 gold pieces each as well.
So we could make a tidy profit of this. Is what you.
Yeah, there's a tidy hoard here.
Hmm.
You find the scroll is a spell scroll.
Hello.
Upon investigation, you find it is a spell of chromatic orb.
Nice.
How does scrolls work in this one again?
When we
Sorry?
get to that one, I'll just look at it and just launch it at one of the spell chuckers. Not interested in it at all.
If
I
it's
should
not
make
needy
note.
picks, you're not interested.
That's it. Don't shine, boys. It don't shine.
Imnek has no interest in that spell.
I don't think any of us can actually use a spell scroll anyway, can we?
Do you have to have a feature to do it?
I think so.
I can't remember. I don't know how they work, but I'm pretty sure you just need to be a. I don't know if you need to be just any spellcaster or you have to have it on your spell list somewhere. Essentially,
I thought the whole point of a spell scroll is that you can basically just read it, and the idea is that a mage can scribe it.
you can cast off them.
I know you can, but it's like a one hit if you do. It's essentially just the one thing. I just don't know if sorcerers can do it because there's no mention of being able to. But they've changed scrolls since like 2nd and 3rd edition, and the way that they all get scribed in. I don't know how they can be used.
Basically, it more or less says that anyone can read a spell scroll, but if the spell is on your class's spell list but a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcast ability to determine whether it was cast successfully.
Right.
And I don't think that's on. I don't know if it's on yours. I don't think it's on
I
mine.
don't think it is on mine.
So
actually.
basically, I think anyone can read it, but if it's not on anyone's spell list, and that includes like Cockwind,
Oh, mine.
you'd have to make an ability check to cast.
Chromatic orb.
Pretty sure it's on sorcerers.
Yes,
First
it
level.
is. According to D&D 5th edition Wikia, it is under sorcerer spells.
Yeah, first
It's only
level.
it's only a first level spell, so yes, I can use it. Why the hell not?
In a pinch. If you're running short of other stuff.
Yeah, I'll have it.
By the way, just to nod towards the wedding theme, I'm throwing the spell through like a bouquet, just to add a bit of panache to what's going on here.
It's a piece of paper just kind of flutters around.
Oh, it's in the case, mate. It was in the scroll case.
Ah, okay. Clunk. I shall
Yeah.
stuff it down my trousers.
You're not fooling anyone, Arrakis.
I think as for the rest of the horde, we're all going to make a mental note that we're coming back for this action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're going to load a cart up and take it with us.
No, sorry, I got the spell scroll wrong. The spell scroll has to be on your spell list for you to be able to cast it.
It is on my spell list.
So it
Yes.
has to be Arrakis.
Has to be on your spell list. You can't. If it's not on your spell list, you can't cast it. It's unintelligible.
Nope, I can read. I can do it. It's fine.
So, for instance, Cockwind could not cast it then.
Oh, that's one magic item which doesn't need any discussion on who gets it.
That's it. Okay. Is that all there is to be done here?
So yeah, I think we just need to head up now.
Yeah.
Or do we head down first?
Oh, sorry, quick question regarding the locate object spell from the shard. Can I only use it to detect stuff related to the shard, or can I just use it as a general locate object?
You can use it as a general locate object as well. You just get an extra bonus. You get increased range if you use it for the shard's ability.
I've just had a thought. Imnek is going to cast locate object for the bones of the dwarf, the cursed dwarf.
Nice. Well played.
What's the? I know there's a limitation on what you can do.
1,000 feet, I think.
Do you not need to know what it is, though? You need to have touched. It'll be familiar with the object you're trying to locate, because Paul did it on that cloak in our game, didn't he? But he was familiar with what it looked like because he wore it.
Describe or name an object. Oh, that is familiar to you. Yeah, fair enough. I think I'm thinking of a different spell that lets you just know of something.
Yes, we're not familiar with it.
Well, the spell can locate a specific object known to you.
Well, you know about it.
We know about it. We don't know what it looks like.
Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. So could I locate dwarven bones, like the nearest dwarven bones? Hope there isn't a cemetery on site.
Hopefully that one dead dwarf has not decayed yet.
Yeah.
Google, show me the dwarven bones.
The most obvious dwarven bones are the ones we incinerated earlier.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, good point.
Wow. At least I know what
frying pan to defend himself.
Yeah, and at least we know what direction he's in.
Okay, so yes, it will find the nearest dwarfs. Well, it won't find the nearest. It'll just find everything within range, won't it? It's not the nearest.
I think when you're just using it to you're using the alternative.
Oh, the nearest object. Okay, so. That's an interesting question.
I mean, we can always table it if we just want to go up and talk to this or murder this giant, depending on how things go.
Yeah, well, we've got to come back down here to get our brand jacket on and do the removals action on this this room of gear here.
Yeah, should we do that later?
We need to get Pickfords, don't we?
That's it.
Yeah.
By the way, before we leave, Steve, I'm flinging the gate shut on this cage and locking the fucker again.
Okay, fair enough.
Nobody's having our hall, man. This is ours.
I've got the padlock. Remember, you ain't locking shit, Sunshine.
Oh, you'll have to lock it for me then.
No.
Okay, the locate object, you do get as you're heading up the stairs, you get a sense that it is in the top of the tower.
Okay, well, fair enough. Go in there anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
As well.
Shall we, gentlemen?
We'll follow you, mate.
Right, if you'd like to look at the top map.
I love furious clicking, Steve.
Yeah, it's the polygon reveal. I've got to click, 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 click. Revealing.
Tell you what, this is the most complicated map you've had us on yet.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it's frustratingly complicated. Unfortunately,
it could do just like in a corner what level it is or something.
Yeah.
I can hear John's screams from across the way. You know, just because
I thought it simplified it a little bit as well.
You are killing John.
Yeah.
Also, possibly keeping him up.
Okay, boys, what are you doing?
Let's just listen at the door.
Okay, you can hear a sobbing noise coming from inside.
Well, Cockwind, do you want to peek in before we go, or shall we just?
That's what I would do, but I'm not the door flinger opener of the season.
Good.
But, so I would.
It's time to shine.
I would like to step in and get.
Well, I'm just going to do it. Just push the door open.
Okay.
And look
he's done it.
Yeah.
Particularly
It's,
debonair.
Imnek can't be bothered to stop him this time.
Thunk.
So you just burst the door open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thunking the door open.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Congratulations! I'm glad I moved back here. Enjoy.
So yes, this is the main room in the top of the tower, and inside is a large female giant sobbing uncontrollably, being consoled by two rather large female orcs. While at the foot of the bed, two direwolves are snoozing.
I was about to say, it does look like those direwolves are just having a nap on those beds.
Yes.
Right.
I will not be going anywhere near these bloody direwolves.
You know those direwolves have got health bars.
Oh, can you see them? Can you? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because-
Okay.
They're
Because the
in
direwolf- Yeah.
the bag of tricks.
So you'll be able to see their hit points. And I think that's us for today.
Oh,
Hey!
boo.
Boo!
God
I
damn.
won't even let you roll for initiative because we'll do that a bit otherwise. I'll have to try and remember what it was between sessions. So we'll wait until
Yeah.
next session.
And it gets
Assuming
very
they
suspicious
attack
when
us.
we all say our initiative is 50.
I was rather hoping we could talk our way out of this.
Well,
You
I was
still
kind
won't
of
be able to
expecting
talk
that.
your way out of it.
Might manage
But,
that. We might still
The
manage
silver-tongued devil strikes.
Do you speak giant? Oh, wait.
They speak common.
Maybe.
It's either that or I can woo her with some abyssal chat.
Mm.
I can hit a bunch of them with tidal wave.
I'll do.
Yeah.
Just in case it goes south.
We were all about diplomacy until we realised the druid could just tidal wave the shit out.
that.
Knock everybody over.
Yeah.
And then
Worked
run.
last time.
Right then.
Okay.
Thank you, chaps. Thank you,
Thank you
Steve.
very much.
Cheers,
no
Steve.
worries.
Yeah.
See you in
Uh,
2 weeks.
See,
Fine session.
Indeed.
I think John wanted to. I think he wanted warning before we drew it to a close, but we kind
Oh,
of
well.
ignored him, I guess.
Just told him no.
He found out at the same time as
Peek
our
behind
audience.
the curtain there. That's the fourth and fifth walls broken there.
Yeah.
Because this is such a professional outfit. I can see
Oh,
Matthew
yeah.
Mercer watching us intently going, these guys are next. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's just not sitting there going, oh, God.
It was himself, it was MM himself who said, it doesn't matter, just enjoy yourselves.
Mhm.
We are doing.
Yes. we
True.
It might not make good telly, but it's fun.
are. Well, remember that you're a voice podcast first and a video 1 second, so
That is true.
without any help.
We got a face for radio.
Yeah.
Yes. Where is he? There we go. He's seen it. He's on the case.
Is he currently running upstairs trying to stop the feed now, is he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably.
I'm resisting the urge to say something that's not YouTubeable.
But
No.
what-
Well,
Do
that was a fun session. That was,
That was a
I
really
enjoyed
good
that.
session.
I think that went rather well considering.
Yeah.
Did indeed. A fireball that hit things, a tidal wave that hit things,
I'm not
Well, there
and
it
a
is.
neck that
Hit
didn't
things.
hit.
And then really missed things when he missed things.
I was going to say we had a spree of misses all out of nowhere.
Mixed bag.
All the ones.
And yet
Oh.
again, Arrakis hit everything. I don't know where he gets this reputation for missing things from. You lot are just misinformed.
About 12
Simply
sessions of
said.
missing it, I'd say.
Just warming up, mate. Just warming up.
It turns out it's much easier to hit things when you don't have to roll to hit.
Yeah, he was just waiting to level up. To have enough
That's my
stuff that just makes them take the
By the
save.
way.
Just let you do the deal with the minions, and I'll deal with the big stuff. It's fine.
It turns out the trick is you just make the other thing roll instead.
One, yes, exactly. One has men to do these things for us.
Especially when it's a giant and you can make them make deck saves.
Exactly. See, it's thinking. Always thinking.
I think where it's really at is trying to make giants do constitution saves, but still.
It's worth getting the extra damage in.
Adam tried that. Words once, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, it's free to do, so what?
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
And if it works, it's a little bit of extra damage.
Are we clear, Mr. Cage?
You can be. So the Champions of Chance will be back in a week's time for more chaotic stupidity.
Oh, with their mics unmuted this time.
With mics unmuted, yeah. I'm gonna do.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna do a summary for to release for the session that we missed last time. Oops. Never mind. And yeah, so thanks for watching and listening, folks.
Laura's amused.
Thank you. Yeah.
And we will see you, good people of the internet, in a week's time.
Hurrah!
So, a bit.
Good night, all.
Good night, folks.